1 o'clock. Was that the hour or the quarter? Must keep awake, Manders. He might have called up while you were dozing off. Must keep awake.
Was this really me, this tow-headed youngster in nightgown and ill-fitting slippers, crouching by a window in a draughty school corridor and struggling so bravely against the numbing hand of sleep?
Caesar had some jam for tea. Pompey had a rat. Keep awake. A pie to the power of 12, Manders. Me, sir? Yes, you, sir. Let me see. Now then. 3.14159 2. It's Raffles. Raffles?
Ahoy there!
A rope coming down now, Raffles.
I hope this knot's better than the last one.
Stuns'll bend. Should be all right.
Splendid. Thank you, Manders. Oh, lack a day. I fear I'm something less than my usual sure-footed self tonight. I knocked over something rather noisy in crossing dear old Nabs's garden, too. 10 to 1 it roused him. He'll be on my tail.
Hurry up, then.
Less than my sure-footed self. Oh, Manders, this night I have looked upon the wine when it was red and white and several colours in between, and have I been turned to stone? Or a pillar of society?
No, Raffles, please hurry.
I'll tell you the whole story. Certain young bloods of the town sought, and I must say here that I am applying the most uncharitable standards to their actions.
Please, Raffles.
Sought, I say, to intoxicate me, in the hope of degrading my standard of play.
Too loud, Raffles.
The jacket? Yes, I suppose it is. But dash it all, it's not your place, boy, to criticise.
Hush.
What is it?
Someone's coming up the stairs.
Nabs?
I think so.
Quickly, then.
No, wait. The other way, this way.
How do you know?
I sprinkled sugar on the left-hand stair. He's gone the long way round.
Manders, the word for you is resourceful.
Thank you, Raffles.
A match for Ulysses himself.
Thank you.
Is that what they call you, perhaps? Your friends?
Ulysses? No, they don't, I'm afraid.
What do they call you?
Bunny.
Great heavens, Bunny?
Yes, I'm afraid so.
In celebration of what exactly? Your fleetness of foot, perhaps? Your, God forbid, your family life?
No, Raffles. No. My ears.
Your ears? Huh. Now, let me see. Yes, they are indeed generously proportioned, but the effect is not displeasing. I've seen worse, I assure you.
Come on.
And heard worse nicknames, too, for that matter.
This is your door.
Oh, is it? Oh, so it is.
I think you better go in, you know.
Yes. Look, Manders, you've saved my skin tonight, and not for the first time. If I'd been caught, I'd have been kicked out for sure, and that would have put the kibosh on my cricket. The county don't much care to take on new players who've been given the order of the Alma matriarchal boot. So if I become a great cricketer, or even a halfway decent one, it'll be due to you.
Rats, Raffles.
Don't contradict, boy. Besides, it's not at all respectful to say rats to a senior. I just hope I may be able to do you a good turn some day.
I think you should go in, Raffles.
What? Oh, yes. Assume the mantle of sleep and so forth. Very well. Don't let Nabs catch you.
I shan't. Good night.
Farewell, my resourceful rabbit.
Resourceful. Resourceful.
A compliment may sour in the space of 10 or 11 years, and there came, inevitably, a time when I recalled the word with a mature irony, rather than with the simple pleasure of youth. By then, not only was my resourcefulness at the lowest of ebbs, but my resources were even lower. and I had chosen, against all advice, to recoup by the most dangerous of means. I learned to gamble, could not win, and never learnt to lose. Losing, I continued to play, and losing again, I played again.
A 6. Bad luck, Manders.
Deuced bad luck, old boy. Another brandy?
Yes, if you please, my lord.
There's some nights when the cards simply won't run your way, you know. Time to give up.
Nonsense. You'll never win that way. Time to dig in.
Double your stakes and dig in. That's the ticket.
Gentlemen, I think before we continue, we should bring matters up to date, financially.
Righto.
Of course. Manders?
Yes?
Will you settle in cash?
No.
By cheque, then. That is satisfactory, is it not, gentlemen?
Quite satisfactory.
Here's pen and ink.
I left Upton's chambers in the Albany and made my way down the open stairs. It was foggy outside, a real London particular. From the Thames, less than a mile away, the melancholy sound of ships' horns seemed set to remind me of the course of action I had settled upon. Not tonight, but many weeks before, when I first realized the intolerable burden I had become to those who loved me, and one in particular, in whose eyes I now read pain more often than pleasure. As I crossed Regent Circus, this was the year before it was graced by Alfred Gilbert's sublime statue of Eros, I debated a decision which I believed to be the final choice of my life. Which bridge to choose? Westminster or Waterloo? Quite arbitrarily, I chose the latter, and some 20 minutes later found myself standing upon the gently rising curve of that beautiful structure, overlooking the unseen, fog-wrapped waters of the Thames. I felt a sudden surge of unwonted courage. The moment had come.
I shouldn't advise taking a dip. The water here can be ruinous to a decent suit of clothes.
Who's there?
Your evil spirit, Bunny. Isn't that how the jolly old Bard of Avon put it? Beware the Ides of March and all that sort of thing. Well, this, if I'm not much mistaken, is, or are, the Ides of the aforesaid March, and no time at all to be The very same.
What are you doing here?
I've been following you, right from the Albany. I've chambers there, you know, though not for much longer if young Upton continues to keep me awake with his all-night baccarat rights.
AJ Raffles, gentleman of Middlesex.
You follow my amateur dabblings.
Of course. All England does.
Don't play as often as I should. Dashed expensive being a gentleman.
Yes. Yes.
Now, I must confess, I know little
I'm
of your...
of no importance.
Except, didn't I read that you had come into money?
3 years ago. It has been my curse. But now it's gone. Every penny.
Yet you keep expensive company. You were leaving young Upton's chambers when I saw you.
I was there, yes. I left something behind there, too.
You did? Well, you needn't worry. Upton's a noisy young cuss, but he'd never hang on to
My
something.
good name.
How?
3 checks.
For how much?
Altogether, £200.
And worth?
Nothing. Less than...
The paper they were written on, as you were going to say. Or perhaps your family.
I have none.
Oh. You have a flat?
In Mount Street.
The furniture, perhaps?
Oh, there's been a bill of sale on every stick for months.
You used to be a literary little cuss, didn't you? Wrote for the mag, I seem to remember. Well, literature's the very thing nowadays. Any fool can make a living at it.
Any fool couldn't write off my debts.
There are more? I see. All the same...
If you'll excuse me, I really must go.
No, wait.
Please, let me go.
Not until you tell me where you are going and what you mean to do.
Can't you guess?
Have you the pluck? Have you? Yes. Perhaps you have. Well, Bunny, my old friend, I'll be hanged if I let you go now. Here, have a Sullivan. Soothe the old nerves. And don't worry, I'll put things right, I promise. Here. You saved my skin often enough in the old days. Didn't I once say I'd pay you back?
You mean you'll pay?
Oh, great heavens, Bunny, no. I'm as hard up as you are.
But Raffles...
You may smile. Smile away indeed. Just because a fellow has chambers in the Albany and belongs to a club or two and plays a little cricket, it don't necessarily follow he has money in the bank. We're in the same boat, you and I. Perhaps we should think of pulling together.
Together?
I remember you'd stick at nothing for a pal.
At nothing in this world.
Not even a crime?
Name your crime and I'm your man.
What a desperate character you are, to be sure. But joking aside, we must have that money tonight, by hook or by crook. Let one of those checks get round to your bank.
It will be dishonored, and I with it.
And then we must raise the wind tonight.
At 2 o'clock in the morning?
No time better.
But how? And where? And from whom at such an hour?
From a friend of mine.
You'd rouse him at this time of night?
If he's in bed.
He must be a very close friend.
I have the run of the place, and the latchkey all to myself.
And you want me to go with you?
Absolutely.
Then I must. Where does he live?
In Bond Street. Come. Oh, good evening, Constable.
May I ask what you two gents is up to?
Enjoying the view. Is that against the law?
The view, sir?
Or what would be the view if it wasn't so damn foggy? Earth hath not anything to show more fair, don't you know? Or is that Westminster Bridge?
It's Mr. Raffles, isn't it?
Indeed it is, Constable.
I saw you knock that century against the players last summer. That was an innings and a half, if I may say so, sir.
You may indeed, and thank you. It may be useful one day to have admirers on the force.
Your little joke, sir.
Yes.
Well, I won't delay you. You gentlemen will wish to be on your way, I'm sure. More important things to do than chat with a bobby on his beat, eh?
Here we are. That's the place. I'll be hanged if the lazy beggar isn't in bed and asleep after all.
That's your friend, the jeweller?
In a manner of speaking. He lives over the shop. This is the door. This is the one we want.
Hadn't we better give it up for tonight, Raffles? Surely the morning will be time enough.
Oh, not a bit of it. I have his key. We'll surprise him.
Raffles. Shh. Footsteps. Is it your friend?
It may be. He's the devil of a night bird. Not a sound, Bunny. We'll startle the life out of him. No. It's another bobby, I think. They're everywhere tonight. Still, not a sound. If that wasn't my friend, he's probably sound asleep upstairs. We can still take a rise out of him. Now, slip off your shoes and follow me.
My shoes?
Brace up, Bunny, for heaven's sake. Come on.
Well, I hope your friend appreciates this sort of joke.
I'm sure he will. Now, let's have some light on the subject.
But Raffles?
Yes?
Bare boards? Stripped walls? Where have you brought me? This place is empty.
Here, hold this lantern while I light it, will you? There's a little door on it, you see.
What rotten trick are you going to play, Raffles?
It's played.
On me?
Afraid so, Bunny.
There's no one here, then?
No one but ourselves.
So that was nonsense about your friend in Bond Street who could let us have the money?
Not altogether. It's quite true I'm acquainted with Danby.
Danby?
The jeweller underneath.
You're going to ask him for the money?
Not ask. No, that would be unwise, I think. Put him in the embarrassing position of having to turn us down.
Simply take it.
Better idea, I usually find.
You? A burglar?
I told you I live by my wits.
A burglar? But, Raffles, what the deuce does that make me?
I'm not sure of the correct designation, Bunny. Burglar's mate, I suppose.
But why couldn't you tell me what you were going to do? Why couldn't you trust me?
I dropped as many hints as I could, old fellow. And you seem quite keen. Name your crime, I think you said.
But that was just talk. This is...
Yes, of course. Well, I shan't blame you if you pull out now. In fact, I advise it. You're not my man. Now get out of it, dear boy, as quick as you can. Leave it to me. I know you won't give me away, whatever else you do.
But I can't. I've never let anyone down in my life. Except myself and...
Well, here's where to start, old fellow.
Just tell me this. Why did you bring me here?
Well, to be frank, this is not really a one-man job. You seem like a gift from the gods.
Well, that settles it. I'm your man.
You mean it?
Yes. For tonight. And only tonight.
Of course. Good old Bunny. You've not changed in 10 years. But to business. We're wasting time. I know the shop because I bought a few things here. I know this upper part, too. It's been to let for a month, so I got an order to view and took a cast of the key before using it. But the one thing I don't know is how to make a connection between the two. At present, there's none. We might make it from up here, though I rather fancy the basement myself. Here, open that window, will you?
This one?
As quietly as you can. Now, let's see. Now, dash it all. This looks down on a back alleyway, but with no direct entrance to the shop.
Fog seems to be clearing, though.
That's not so good, either. The basement it is, then. Follow me. And remember, though there's not a soul on the premises, you can't make too little noise.
Righto. Shh. Who is it?
Shh, I said. Either a bobby or the watchman that all these jewellers run between them. He's the one to beware of. He's paid to spot just this kind of thing.
Does he have keys to this place?
I think not. But my wish is father to the thought, to quote the bard. Right, shoes on again. Let's look at the cellar. This way. Now, this should be the door into the outside well. Bless them. They've left the key in the lock. Now, quickly across. Follow me. Oh, this door should be no problem. Hold the lantern. Here, take the jemmy too. Make yourself useful.
Supposing someone hears.
There's a risk we have to take for the moment. There. Won't be the last door we have to force tonight. Now, this, I take it, is the jeweller's cellar. And let's see what awaits us at the top of his stairs. Oh, dear. That looks pretty solid.
Mahogany, I think. Raffles, don't you think we should give up?
At the first obstacle? Nonsense, Bunny. Shine the light here, will you?
Uh-huh.
Now, let's see if any of these keys will do. No, not a chance. It's a foreign lock of some sort. Damn his cunning. Can't pick the thing either. Have to be cut out, and that will take us an hour.
Never in my life have I seen anything more delicately done. I crouched at his side as if we had been fellow cracksmen all our days.
shine the lamp here. That's better.
He had produced a pretty embroidered case, intended obviously for razors, but filled instead with the tools of his secret trade. From this he produced a metal bit capable of drilling a hole an inch in diameter, and fitted it to a small but very strong steel brace. Having taken off his covered coat, he now took off his blazer, spread and folded them both neatly upon the top step, knelt on them, and turning up his shirt cuffs, went to work on the keyhole with brace and bit.
Find the rock oil there, will you, Bunny?
Yes.
Keep this thing oiled as I work it.
It took 47 minutes to cut round that lock. I watched spellbound and entranced. My moral sense and my sense of fear were together stricken by a common paralysis. I stood there, shining my light and plying my phial of oil, with a keener interest than I had ever brought to any honest avocation.
Here comes the lock. Now. Excellent. Now, let's feel what lies beyond. It's a barred gate by the feel of it.
Oh, no.
There's nothing to worry about, as long as the lock's in the middle where I can get at it. Which it is. Oh, joy. Only let me pick it and we'll be through at last. Pass me that bunch of keys there, will you?
What these? They don't look much like keys.
It's results that count, my dear fellow, not appearances. There. Our host's office, I think. Very neat. Must do his entertaining here. Now, have a look in that cupboard, will you, Bunny? See if there ain't a bottle of something or other. Could do with a bracer.
Some port here, and some glasses.
Oh, pour me one, will you? And have one yourself.
There's a box of cigars, too.
Oh, better and better.
Raffles? Where's the
boodle? Why, behind that great iron shutter there.
Lord.
Oh, don't look so depressed. It's nothing. The weak point of these curtain contraptions is the leverage you can get from below. You simply prise them up with a pointed jemmy. Ooh. I say, this port's not half bad.
Can I help at all?
You can indeed. The process, as I say, is simple, but it makes a hell of a racket. That's where you come in, old boy. I must have you overhead to knock when the street's clear. Come, we've lingered enough. Go back the way we came in. Oh, I'd pour myself another glass of port if I were you, and pocket another cigar. This will take a good hour.
I could hardly say that I relished the thought of a lonely vigil upstairs, yet there was something very stimulating in the vital responsibility which it involved. My duties were simple enough, merely to beat twice upon the floor with my foot if anyone approached, and once when all was clear again. The noises that I could hear below, with the exception of one metallic crash, were indeed incredibly slight, but slight as they were, they ceased altogether at each double rap from my heel. At last the signal came, and I returned to the jeweller's office.
Well?
It's all done. £1,000 if it's a pennyworth.
But everything's still in place?
Not quite everything. I've had to leave all the stuff that can be seen from the street or through the peephole in the door, but there's plenty more. Rings by the dozen, see?
But Raffles, your hands.
Yes. Foolish of me. Managed to let the shutter fall across them. But never mind, they'll be right as rain in a week or so. Or in time for the cricket, at least. But you're not admiring the boodle, old sport. Diamonds by the score. Diamond bracelets, diamond pendants, diamond necklaces. A beautiful sight, eh? And all negotiable. This will be cash by 10 tomorrow. Your good name is secure, Bunny. But come, we're wasting time. Help me on with my covered coat. There's a good fellow. Oh, it's heavier than when we came in. Had the devil's own job to persuade my tailor to give me good deep pockets and plenty of them. Right, back downstairs.
Have you done this sort of thing before, Raffles?
My dear Bunny, you offend me. Do I look like a beginner?
How many times before?
Not often enough to destroy the charm. Never, unless I'm cursedly hard up. That doesn't exactly justify it, I know, and I don't try to. The distribution of wealth is badly out of kilter to begin with. I simply play my small part in redressing the balance. Now, did you hear about the Thimbleby diamonds?
Well, of course. They were stolen at Christmas.
That was my last venture, and a rotten lot of paste they turned out to be.
Raffles.
Oh, well, come now, confess. Did you not find yourself elated by the events of the evening?
It's an elation I don't much care to experience again.
No, it's only a simple matter.
Wait.
What is it?
Voices.
By Jove, you're right.
Outside the street door.
Damn me if it's not the constable and the watchman.
Have you a rope in your kit?
A light one, yes. But I can't get down a rope with these hands, old boy. Mustn't risk doing them for good. No, there's nothing for it. We must simply brazen it out. After all, it's not the jeweller's door we'll be using.
No, the watchman will know these rooms are empty. Quickly, upstairs. We'll get out through the back window.
Look, best save yourself and the boodle.
Give me the rope.
What are you doing?
This loop is for your foot. Step in it.
The famous Stunsel Bend, eh?
Yes, well, not unlike it. Now, take one twist round your shoulders and sit on the ledge. I'm going to lower you down.
You'll never take the weight.
I won't have to. If I give the rope a couple of turns about these pipes, the friction will take the strain.
But, Bunny,
Please, no argument. Now, hurry. Come on, Raffles.
There's still some life in these coals. And then fill my glass high, Bunny. This is no time for the niceties of social behaviour. Oh, that reminds me. Something for you. Picked it up in the shop.
A cigarette case?
Silver. Quite a nice pattern, I think. I thought you'd like it. As a job memento. Remind you of your only excursion from the straight and narrow. Now you can settle down as a stalwart pillar of society. A blameless paragon to your loved ones, a glowing example to your peers. There. Well, aren't you going to say something?
Yes, Raffles. Rats, Raffles.
In The Ides of March by E W Hornung, dramatised for radio by David Buck, Jeremy Clyde was AJ Raffles and Michael Cochrane, Bunny Manders. Young Bunny was played by James Dykes, Lord Upton by George Parsons, his cronies by Graham Blockey and Shaun Prendergast, and the constable by John Church. The Raffles theme music was composed by Jim Parker. The sound balance was by Keith Perrin, and the production was by Gordon House. Raffles by E W Hornung, a series of short stories dramatised for radio by David Buck, with Jeremy Clyde as Raffles and Michael Cochrane as Bunny. Gentlemen and Players.
Oh, well played, sir.
Did you speak, Bunny?
Yes, Raffles, I did.
What exactly did you say?
Well played.
Bunny, one or two of our activities might be construed by some as criminal, but we are never, I hope, second-rate, and we should not encourage that quality in others.
I had never, in the 3 or 4 months since March when we had first joined felonious forces, known Raffles to be in a worse humour. He sprawled in his deck chair, his hat pulled down over his eyes, an unwonted scowl distorting his handsome features. He puffed irritably at O'Sullivan.
A second-rater, if ever I saw one.
The occasion was the Eton and Harrow match. The lad is playing for his school, Raffles.
Any lad can play for his school if he stays on long enough. He's 20 if he's a day. Makes a farce of the whole event.
H.K.W. Crowley.
This is Viscount Crowley. His governor's Lord Amersteth. There's a fine catch for someone. Get under it, man. Oh, well held. Well, perhaps we'll see some decent cricket. It's a good enough sport until you discover a better. As a source of excitement, it doesn't compare with other things you wot of. Well, what's the satisfaction in taking a man's wicket when you really want his spoons?
Hello,
Here comes Amersteth, right on cue.
Raffles, you can't mean...
Oh, why not? Afternoon, Amersteth.
Good day, Raffles.
I don't believe you've met my friend, Harry Manders.
No, can't say I have. How to do, Manders?
My lord?
It's your precious fishing expedition, I believe, that's keeping this gentleman of England here from playing some rustic cricket with us next month.
What?
Your fishing expedition, Bunny. You've surely not forgotten.
No, of course not.
But didn't you tell me you were prepared to postpone it?
The fishing? Oh, yes, absolutely.
Yes, it would sadden me to miss the cricket, Amersteth. And Manders here is a very keen bat. Perhaps you'd care to include him in the party.
Well, least I can do, I suppose. Who do you play for, Manville?
No one.
At the moment, can't choose between clubs.
At Uppingham too, were you?
Yes.
In the 11?
I'm afraid not.
Oh.
Didn't get the chance. Had to leave early. Tragedy for the school.
Well, I'll be interested to see your form, Mandrill. Bring your rods along, too. You shall flog a stream before breakfast.
I'd be honoured to be of your company, but...
Then that's settled. It's to be a little week, you understand, in celebration of Crowley's coming of age. We play the Free Foresters, the Dorsetshire Gentlemen, and probably some local lot as well. Oh, another wicket fallen. Oh, they're all out. Well, let's run along. Bye, Raffles, and...
What are you thinking of, Raffles? You know I can't play cricket to save my life.
There's nothing to it, Bunny. I'll give you a crammer's course.
And what was all that about a fishing trip?
I turned Amersteth down to begin with. That was my excuse. Nothing riles me more than being asked for my cricket as if I was a pro.
Why did you suddenly change your mind?
I'll tell the truth, because I'm dashed hard up again. And it seems they're going to make quite a week of it at Milchester Abbey. Balls, dinners, swagger house party, general junketing.
And obviously a house full of diamonds as well.
Diamonds galore.
I thought it was that.
As a general rule, nothing would induce me to abuse my position as guest. I've never done it before. But in this case, we're engaged, like waiters or the band. And by heaven, we'll take our toll.
It still seems rather a grubby thing to do, AJ.
It's grubby to be broke, my old rabbit. Which of the first-class compartments, Porter?
Follow me, sir.
Keep your eyes skinned for cricket tackle, Bunny. There may be some of our fellow guests upon the train.
Here we are, sir. Some seats free here, sir.
Oh, thank you. No, these won't do. Are there no others?
Oh, certainly, sir. This way, sir.
Who was that man, Raffles?
What man?
That red-faced man in the check suit.
I didn't notice him. Didn't care much for his pipe smoke, though.
Here, gentlemen. Does this suit you better?
Oh, this'll do splendidly.
Your bag, sir.
Toss him up there.
I saw that hat-trick of yours against Somerset, Mr. Raffles, sir.
Oh.
That third delivery was a corker, if I may say so. A drop-in head ball on the off-stump. Classical.
Oh, thank you. And thank you very much.
Oh, guitar, Mr. Raffles. Oh, you're very generous, sir. I think I'll put a nail through this and peg it to my wall.
Peg it to his wall? I might just as well have given him a halfpenny.
We're off. All my reservations drained away as the train pulled out of Paddington. I resolved I would endeavour to enjoy a week of gracious living in the country. The two clouds on the horizon, my abominable cricket and the criminal plans we had afoot, I would push to the back of my mind until the vital hour. Dinner that evening found me placed at the unfashionable end of my lord's table, next to the rector's daughter, who confessed that she had only been invited to make up an even number.
It's true, you can't, Mr. Manders. They couldn't have asked me later if they'd tried.
On the other side of her sat a very serious-faced Scotsman, a Mr. Cochrane.
Will you be so good as to pass the salt, young lady?
He was, he informed us, a photographer, engaged by Lord Amersteth to make a record of the week. He seemed unable to enthuse about anything outside his chosen trade.
Gelatin paper. That's where the future lies.
Can you keep a secret, Mr. Manders?
I think I can.
A really secret secret.
The secreter, the better.
Come now, you're laughing at me.
I'm not, I swear.
No oaths now, please. Let your yea be yea and your nay, nay.
Then yea, I can keep a secret, and nay, I won't tell a soul.
And that will have to do, I suppose.
Tell me, then.
Very well. There's burglars here.
Burglars?
Shh, not so loud. Nobody's supposed to know. Do you want me to go on?
Yes, please.
Well, they've been seen in the neighbourhood. Two well-known thieves, jewel thieves from London. The police have had their eye on them for months.
Huh?
Are you feeling all right, Mr. Manders? Would you like a drink of water?
No, I'm quite all right, thank you. Please, go on.
Well, they were followed from Paddington on this morning's train. They have designs on the Abbey.
Who followed them, do you know?
A detective from Scotland Yard.
Well, why doesn't he run them in?
They haven't done anything yet, silly. Papa says that the thieves don't know it, but their every movement is being observed. Isn't it exciting?
It certainly is.
I ken what I'd steal if I were a burglar.
Oh?
That necklace Lady Melrose is wearing.
Lady Melrose?
The Dowager Marchioness. There, with the ear trumpet in one hand and a glass of champagne in the other.
Oh, her. Good Lord, yes. What are the stones? Diamonds?
And sapphires.
It's worth thousands, Papa says. Oh, who's that good-looking man leaning over to speak to her? I've not seen him before.
That? Oh, that's Raffles.
A friend of yours?
Rather an acquaintance. I spare you my feelings of the next 2 hours. I tried hard to get a word with Raffles, but again and again I failed. In the dining room, he and young Crowley had their heads together all the time. In the drawing room, he talked interminable nonsense into the ear, or rather the ear trumpet, of Lady Melrose. And lastly, in the billiard room, he shared a great and lengthy pool with the Scotsman Cochrane. But at last the long ordeal ended. Good nights were said, and I tiptoed upstairs to follow Raffles to his room.
Well, Bunny, did you have a pleasant evening? The duck, I thought, was open to criticism, but the crepe were excellent.
Raffles?
Just let me turn up the gas, old boy. And just for safety's sake, take a glance up and down the corridor outside. All clear?
Yes.
Good. Well, I can see you're bursting with something to say.
It's all up, Raffles.
All up?
We're being watched. We've been followed from town, on the train, by a detective. And he's still here, watching us.
And how do you know all this?
Rector's daughter. She's a mine of information.
Is she indeed?
It's that red-faced man with the pipe, isn't it? The one you tried to avoid on the train. He's the detective, isn't he? The one in the check suit.
Do you mean to say you don't recognize a detective when you see one?
Well, if that wasn't the fellow, who is?
Oh, you were talking to him at dinner. When you weren't breathing down the neck of that pink-cheeked girl in blue.
The Scotch photographer?
Scotch, he is. And photographer he may be, but he's also Inspector Mackenzie of Scotland Yard.
Then who was the red-faced man you avoided on the train?
The man he's watching.
But he's watching us!
Oh, Bunny. Bunny, you weren't, I fear, cut out for a life of crime. Here, old boy, have a Sullivan and listen to me.
Oh, thank you.
Now, the man on the train is called Crochet. Oh, that's one of his names, at least. He's one of the cleverest thieves in London. A regular professor of crime. I once had a drink with him, together with our mutual fence. I was disguised at the time, but I dodged him on the train because any risk's a bad risk on this particular wicket.
Crochet. Crochet. He's not alone, I hear.
Oh, so do I.
So do you.
Oh, yes, I have the story too, from young Crowley. This burglary to be must be one of the worst-kept secrets in history. The Viscount believes there may be an accomplice here in the Abbey.
Another professor. One of the extra servants, perhaps?
Exactly. And I dare say it's principally the staff that Mackenzie is here to watch. But his presence makes matters far more interesting than we could have imagined.
And far more difficult. Still, our hands are tied for this week, at all events.
Well, not necessarily. As that Greek Johnny Euclid once remarks, there's all sorts of possibilities to be found in a triangle.
Eh?
Set A to watch B, and he won't have an eye left for C.
That's too neat, Raffles.
Yes, I admit it. And Mackenzie's a very big A indeed. I don't fancy him on my tail either before or after the event. Yet wouldn't it be great to nip between A and B and score off them both at once?
But what a risk!
So worth it, Bunny, to do that. To take these old pros on at their own game, now that'd be something like a match. Gentlemen and players, by Jove.
My dear AJ, I don't like to criticize, but you're far too fond of the uphill game, you know. You'll eventually fall victim to the sporting spirit and nothing else. Fly lower, I beg. Study the lie of the land as much as you wish, but don't go shoving your head into Mackenzie's mouth.
You're quite right, Bunny. I won't. But did you see old Lady Melrose's necklace? Ah, me, I've been wanting to get my hands on that for years.
Raffles?
Oh, don't worry. I shan't play the fool, honour bright. I really shan't. But I wonder how these professors aim to set to work. Now, that I'd dearly love to know. Is one of them really in the house, disguised as a servant? And how can we stop them stealing the necklace from under our noses while we play the coward and lie low? Oh, such problems. But it's all right, Bunny. Take that look off your face, it shall be as you wish. Now, if you finish that Sullivan, off with you and get some shut-eye. You must be fresh for the cricket tomorrow.
The cricket? I had quite forgotten about the cricket. The sudden recollection of it, and my feverish anticipation of the fool I was to make of myself upon the morrow, chased all thought of sleep away. I tossed and turned all night, my sleep-starved imagination none the less producing wild dreams of myself at the crease, facing the monstrous Crochet, the bat in my hand turning at the last minute into a cracksman's jemmy, as he sent down a glittering, faceted diamond of a ball at ferocious speed.
How's that? Not out.
As it happened, there were actually one or two greater duffers than myself gracing the Abbey field. That first day, moreover, I gained considerable kudos for a lucky catch. A ball of which I had merely heard the hum stuck fast in my hand.
Oh, well held, Manders.
In my second innings, I even made a run or two before I was run out, through no fault of my own.
Back. No. Yes. Come on. Run. No. Quick. Oh, bad luck.
My performance even gained me a few grudging words of compliment from Raffles himself.
Fair, Bunny. Very fair.
I even gained enough confidence to flirt outrageously with the rector's daughter at the great ball, in honour of Viscount Crowley's majority.
No, indeed, I shall do no such thing. Sit outside in the garden.
Why not, Miss Mellish?
The place is aswarm with burglars, Mr. Manders. Desperate men who will stop at nothing in pursuit of their unholy trade. I couldn't step out there. I'd die of fright.
But I shall be with you, Miss Mellish.
In the dark, too.
It's all illuminated, you know. There's no danger.
Oh, there's every danger, Mr. Manders. This is the night they will strike, Lord Amersteth believes. Papa told me. Oh, dear. There's that tiresome Scotchman with his wretched camera. Do let's avoid him. Are you playing cricket again tomorrow? I love to see you running about in your nice white trousers.
But the match arranged for the morrow was destined never to take place. As I lay asleep that night, basking in dreams more pleasant than before,
I've got you! I've got you!
the tumult roused me at once, as it must have roused everyone in the abbey.
No use to struggle, you villain!
I sprang from my bed and flung open the door to the gallery. By the dim light, I could see Mackenzie swaying and staggering, locked in a grim struggle with some powerful, silent adversary.
Raffles! Here you! Manders! Come and help me hold this man!
I hesitated, gaping foolishly, hoping that this was all part of a nightmare.
What's stopping you, man? Hold the rascal, for heaven's sake!
Right.
That's better. The devil had put his arm round my throat. Now hold him while I put this gag on.
But this is...
Aye, one of the footmen. You'll have seen him waiting at table, no doubt. Well, he'll have a nice long wait where he's going, you may be sure of that. Now you hang on to him well, Manders.
Where are you going?
I'm away downstairs. There's more of them below.
But you can't leave me here with it. Now, I don't want any trouble. Do you understand?
What's going on over there? What the devil's all this?
Who is that? Ran downstairs. Mackenzie, Clyde, the photographer. Did you get one of them? This fellow. Well done. Oh, and it wasn't easy.
Let's see who we have here. Smithson. So you're the scoundrel in our midst, eh? Well done, Mangrove. Where'd you find him?
Well, you see...
Oh, Peter, here's Lady Melrose's door open. Lady Melrose? Lady Melrose?
You're forgetting she's deaf, boy. Louder.
Lady Melrose?
Yell, boy, yell. Great heavens, what's the matter?
Sounded like a maid.
Où donc est le cou de Madame la Marquise? La fenêtre est ouverte, il a disparu.
What's the girl say?
Well, I think she said the window's open and something's disappeared. Kurt, disparu. Les jewels?
Les jewels, oui, monsieur le Vicomte.
The jewels are gone, Peter.
Well, let's go in then and...
You cannot enter. It is forbidden, absolutely.
What's that?
She won't let us in, damn her impudence.
Now, look here.
Madame la Marquise, she sleeps still.
Good Lord, the old girl slept through it all.
Ah, she's the only one then.
Hello, Bunny. Glad to see you're making yourself useful.
Raffles! You, Matlock! What made Mackenzie, Clyde, I mean, bolt off like that?
He said there were more of them below.
Rats, Manders, why the devil didn't you tell us so before? Come on, man!
I think I'll follow, if you don't mind. Yoicks! Tally-ho!
Well, you ungrateful wretch, Smithson. Let's see if we can't nab one or two of your cronies, eh? Oh!
Your lordship, are you all right?
Yes, I'm all right. Don't let the brute go, you fool. After them, Manders there. Yeah. Well tackled. Oh, bad luck. Hold on. All right, I'm coming. Now, get his legs.
Oh, he's kicking.
Well, of course he's kicking. Grab him by the ankle. There. I've got him. Well, come on, man. Pick him up.
Pick him up? Oh, all right.
Good. Now, open that cupboard. All right, I will then. Right now, pitch him in.
Pitch him in?
Yes, go on there. There.
That should take care of him for the moment. I say, that sounded like a firework.
Oh, and another.
What the deuce is going on out there? We'd better have a look.
Oh, good Lord, can't we just sit down?
Man, no time to lose. There they are, over there. Oh, do try and keep up, Mandrake.
I tripped, I'm sorry. Good God.
What? What's the matter?
Someone lying here. Jove, it's Clyde, the photographer.
Dead?
No, he's breathing. Just.
The chase was too hot for me. Hello, what's up?
Clyde with a bullet in him.
Look, Raffles, I think I ought to tell you the truth. He's not called Clyde. Real name's Mackenzie, Scotland Yard detective.
A detective?
Yes, down here to catch these very villains.
We have one, have we not?
We have indeed. Locked safely up.
If I read that cry aright, we have another.
Oh, he's coming round.
I'll take his shoulders, you take his feet, Bunny. We'd better get him indoors.
Right. Come on, you two fellas, follow me. Well, the doctor says he'll live. There was no more than a severe peppering. That news gives me pleasure, of course, but melancholy news of the inspector's impending demise would at least have given us the satisfaction of knowing that this fellow would shortly follow in his wake, with the assistance of a good length of English hemp.
That's right, Peter.
Accompanied, of course, by his vicious cat's paw Smithson, now safely incarcerated in a cupboard upstairs. What's the fellow's name?
I ain't ashamed of my name, your lordship, no more than you are of yourn. Crochet, that's me handle.
Well, Crochet, yours was a cunning plan indeed, to have the jewel case lowered from Lady Melrose's window for you to nab. Well, sir, the police will be here shortly to take you and your companion away, God willing, for a good long time. Perhaps you'd care to make one decent gesture in your lifetime?
What, spit it out, your lordship, eh?
Perhaps you'd care to make the gesture of returning Lady Melrose's necklace, so that a good and elderly lady may be enabled to sleep a deep and untroubled sleep for the remainder of the night.
Actually, Peter, she's never woken up.
Well,
I ain't got no necklace, my lord. There was jewels that I got, but these young gents here took 'em off me. There was no necklace, so help me God.
We found the case for the necklace in his pocket, Peter.
Well, what have you to say to that, eh?
It was empty. It's the truth. Look, as God's my judge, I never laid hands on that necklace.
That's for the law to decide.
Well, that's easy of you to say, you being lordships and gentlemen and all. But there's something about this business that puzzles me. And when I'm a-puzzled, I never rests until I found myself an answer.
Well, you'll certainly have time enough, you villain.
The Black Mariah's here.
Ah, then take this wretch away.
Delighted.
And show the police where they may find his accomplice. Rum sort of cove, eh, Raffles?
Plausible, too. For a few moments, I almost believed him myself. My word, didn't he look a regular bruiser?
Yes, he did indeed. So, a satisfactory conclusion to the adventure, I think. You were a tower of strength, Raffles.
One does what one can.
You too, Martlet. There's only one really depressing aspect of the whole business.
The stolen necklace?
Mackenzie's injury.
Tomorrow's cricket. We'll have to cancel, I'm afraid.
Well, thank heaven it did. We'd have had to stay another night.
Did you not enjoy rubbing shoulders with the county nobility?
To be frank, Raffles, not very much. Though the rector's daughter...
A Jezebel in bombazine, Bunny. I'm sure you're well out of her company. But then again, perhaps not. It's always difficult to see exactly where fate intends to lead you.
It led you into the path of the professionals this time, AJ.
The professors, God bless them. And a most educational experience it was.
Say, it makes a change being on the decent side for once.
You're Hopeless, Bunny. Hopeless. Huh? I take it you wouldn't have refused your share if the boodle had fallen to us. And yet you seem positively to enjoy coming off second best.
There's more to it than that, Raffles.
I have to confess, however, that I found the Professor's methods full of interest. The lowering of the jewel case from the window is a brilliantly simple and effective idea. Flexible, too. The Crochet had been waiting below there for hours.
How do you know?
I saw them from my own window, which was just above the dear old lady's. I think my aim was to see whether the window below was open and whether there was the slightest chance of working the oracle, with my sheet for a rope.
After that necklace, eh?
Oh, well, of course I turned my light out first, and it was a lucky thing I did. There was the Professor, far below in the shrubbery. I quickly put two and two together. He was waiting for Smithson to act, to make his way into Lady M's room and pitched the boodle down.
And you did nothing?
On the contrary. I went downstairs and straight into Lady M's room.
You did?
Without a moment's hesitation. No sign of Smithson. He had yet to arrive, presumably.
But what did you intend?
To save her jewels, of course. To yell thief into her ear trumpet.
Well?
I did. She didn't stir. The dear lady is too deaf and too fond of her dinner to wake easily.
So you allowed the professors, as you call them, to take her jewels? That magnificent necklace?
The jewels? Yes. As for the necklace, only the case. The empty case, as our friend the Professor complained. The contents are here.
Good Lord.
Isn't it a wonderful piece? It's quite unique. No, that's enough looking in a public place. Oh, poor Funny. I would have shown it to you before, but really, my dear old fellow, your face.
What's the matter with my face?
Nothing. Quite the reverse. It's worth an absolute fortune to the firm.
In Gentlemen and Players by E W Hornung, dramatized for radio by David Buck, Jeremy Clyde was AJ Raffles and Michael Cochrane, Bunny Manders. Henry Stamper played Inspector Mackenzie, Ron Pember, Crochet, David Garth, Lord Amersteth, Graham Blockey, Crowley, Jane Leonard, the maid, and Melinda Walker, the rector's daughter. Other parts were played by Gordon Reed, James McPherson, Jamie Roberts, and Christopher Scott. The Raffles theme music was composed by Jim Parker. Sound balance was by Keith Perrin, and the production was by Gordon House. Raffles by E W Hornung, a series of short stories dramatized for radio by David Buck, with Jeremy Clyde as Raffles and Michael Cochrane as Bunny. A costume piece.
Filthy rich, that's what they say of me. Those pot-bellied poltroons you dignify with the name of aristocracy. Those sleek, second-rate degenerates you honor with the name of merchant bankers. Those sanctimonious time-servers who call themselves politicians. Filthy rich, they call me.
We were attending a meeting of the Old Bohemian Club, Raffles and I, and the speaker on this occasion was the remarkable Mr. Reuben Rosenthal, better known to his associates as the Diamond King.
Once I was little better than a slave. Now I keep 20 Kaffirs in my household, and when I say jump, by God they jump.
I can't think the committee can have had any idea what they were letting themselves in for, inviting this self-inflated idiot to speak.
Shh, Bunny. I wouldn't have missed it for £10. Look at the brute. Look at that diamond on his shirt front and its twin on his finger.
Raffles, don't go getting any ideas.
Hands have killed. Yes, gents, these fingers have felt a man's backbone snap in their grasp. Filthy rich. How many of you bloated princes could boast a £25,000 diamond on his shirt front, eh? And another to match it on his little finger.
They are excellent stones, to be sure.
Go on, feast your eyes
Curious
on them.
purple
You will never
gleam.
see the likes of them again.
I'm sure he's right. They must be worth a pot.
Raffles.
Yes, I've quite set my heart on them.
Any man here with one hand tied behind my back. But who does the Diamond King choose for his bodyguard? Only the best. Step forward, Samuel, Slammer, Purvis, the champion of champions. Come on.
Gideon, look at the man.
Yes, I lost a fiver on Slammer once. I bet on the other man.
What happened?
To the other man? Still in hospital, I believe.
Do you enjoy being my bodyguard, Sam?
Yes, Governor. I regard myself as most fortunate to have been picked for such a gaff. Situation. Is that right, boss?
Quite right, Slammer. Now, gentlemen, I must bring my address to an end. I hope you will remember what I have said for a long time to come. And in case you require something to jog that memory, let me leave my calling card. My initials, perhaps, and on that wall, I think. My revolver, Slammer. Of course. Give it to me.
He can't be serious.
He is, Bunny.
Where
I don't trust the aim of a man who's drunk what that clown's put away tonight. Oh, the hell with dignity. Get under the table, quick!
The Diamond King! That's the name! And don't you ever forget it! No man gets the better of me.
I was fated to hear that challenge, Bunny. Especially as I'd quite set my heart on those sparklers already. There's an air of inevitability about the whole business. I must go for them. It's my sacred duty.
But Raffles, we're not too badly off at the moment. There's really no necessity.
Necessity? Necessity? Does the writer only write when the wolf is at the door? Does the painter paint for bread alone? Must you and I, Bunny, be driven to crime only by hunger, like Tom of Bow and Dick of Whitechapel? You pain me, my dear friend, and you needn't laugh like that, because you do. Art for art's sake is a vile cliché, but it sometimes applies, and that time is here and now.
But, Raffles...
my motives, moreover, are absolutely pure. For I doubt if I'd ever be able to dispose of such peculiar stones. But one thing's certain. If I don't try for them, I shall never be able to hold up my head again.
Well, we shall have our work cut out.
It'll be no soft thing, I grant you. But what of that? A man's reach must exceed his grasp, dear boy, or what the dickens is a heaven for?
I'd rather we didn't exceed ours just yet.
You would trust me for that. I'll see you through, Bunny. There's surely a way of tackling this one, if it can be found. I shall start by watching the house day and night for at least a week. It's not something I relish. It's a lonely business at the best of times.
Can't we watch together, Raffles?
2 eyes are as good as 4 and take up half as much room. Don't look so offended. There'll be plenty for you to do when the time comes. You'll have your share of the fun, and if we're lucky...
What?
A purple diamond. All to yourself.
It was ever thus with Raffles. While he was there at your side, fixing you with his bright eyes, the mischief in his soul entranced you and carried you along upon a wave of carefree enthusiasm. But once he was gone, euphoria gave way to a clammy doubt. I realized I scarcely knew the man. Whole areas of his life were quite unknown to me. I recognize it now as the instinctive secretiveness of the inveterate criminal, but in those days it rankled with me that matters of common concern were made mysteries. I was the secondary partner, to be sure, but I was irked that Raffles made so little attempt to disguise the fact. It was in this state of mind that I decided, a day or so later, to undertake a little work on my own account. I, too, would keep a nocturnal vigil by the Diamond King's house. It was quite the largest house, I believe, in all St. John's Wood, positioned well away from the main thoroughfares and bus routes. So still was the place that I had a great mind to walk in boldly and learn something of the premises. In fact, I was on the point of doing so, when I heard a quick shuffling step on the pavement beside me, and turning, faced the dark scowl and the dirty clenched fists of a dilapidated tramp.
A penny for a poor man, Governor.
Certainly not. Be off with you.
I could say the same to you.
Eh?
You fool, Bunny, you utter idiot. What are you doing here?
Raffles!
Oh, that's right. Tell the whole neighborhood. Give me away at the top of your voice.
Oh. No, wait, Raffles. I mean, wait, old man.
Oh, some toss. Too mean to part with, ain't he? Never had to beg and scrape for a living.
Wait, please.
Give me a copper or two, Bunny, and take your time about it.
Huh? Oh, yes.
Now, listen carefully. I'm going now, and I want you to follow me, but for heaven's sake, keep your distance. And don't speak to me again until I speak to you.
Righto.
Oh, Lord bless you, Governor. You saved a poor man's life, so you have. You'll not regret it.
And he was off again, a decrepit vagabond with his hands in his pockets, his elbows squared, and his frayed coat-tails swinging raggedly from side to side. I followed him as he directed. He made his way to the Finchley Road, where he took an Atlas omnibus. I sat some rows behind him on the top, but not far enough away to escape the stench of his vile tobacco. After several stops he alighted, crossed the road, and disappeared up a dark turning. I pressed after him, and was just in time to see his coat-tails as he plunged into a still darker flagged alley to the right. No one else was about. I saw him glance up and down, then approach the door of a tall building and turn a key in the lock. As I drew near, he spoke.
Come in. It's dark. Mind the step. There's stairs to the left. Follow me.
Oh, where are we? Looks like an artist's studio.
Smack on target, Bunny. Although it's sadly bare of works of art, alas. There's the canvas I'm always going to make a start upon. Can't find the right model, you see.
Ah.
And my landlord despairs of me, says I haven't an artist's temperament. But I pay the rent, and I'm a good tenant, so he leaves me alone, by and large. Here, help yourself to a Sullivan while I get cleaned up.
Oh, thank you. You never told me you went in for disguises.
No, Bunny, I've treated you very shabbily all round. But there really was no reason why I shouldn't have shown you this place months ago.
Except you couldn't quite bring yourself to trust me, I suppose.
Now, you know that's not true, Bunny. But consider. Circumstances were just conceivable in which it would have suited us both for you to be in genuine ignorance of my whereabouts.
Oh, I'm an ass, Raffles. Look, please don't imagine...
My dear fellow. Now, see, these cupboards are full of all sorts of toggery for my models, you understand. In some cases, a good disguise is half the battle, Bunny. Our present exploit has all the earmarks of a costume piece. Here, don't waste your time. Choose yourself something for tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night? Why? What do you mean to do tomorrow?
The trick.
The trick?
I should have told you earlier, but I thought there was no point in having you sit about with your pads on, waiting to go in, getting more and more nervous every minute. Here, pass that towel.
Oh, yeah. Well, don't you think you'd better tell me about it now?
My plan? Well, it's not exactly subtle, I fear. There'll be no difficulty getting in, I'm sure. It's getting out again may flummox us. They keep irregular hours, to put it mildly. There's always someone up and about, though Rosenthal and his immediate retinue don't usually return until about midnight, and then his habit is to stay up, drinking and quarrelling till broad daylight. I don't believe those unfortunate Kaffirs of his ever get to sleep.
Poor devils.
There's something odd there, too, Bunny.
What?
I know the Bantu. They're a proud people, a brave people. Well, how on earth has friend Rosenthal managed to subjugate their spirits so completely? You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he's not using some sort of drug to keep them quiet.
Surely no man could sink so low.
He can, and does. It's an old slaver's trick. By the Lord Harry, but I'd love to give the Yard some excuse for visiting the Rosenthal residence. For all his faults, Mackenzie had put things to rights. I'd like to see those Kaffirs, by George, I'd like to see them...
Get a fair crack of the whip, eh?
A most unfelicitous phrase, but, yes. I'd almost sacrifice the diamonds for that particular pleasure.
Tell me, you spoke of quarrels.
Quarrels? Oh, yes. All is not well between Reuben and Slammer, it seems. This is something we may be able to turn to our advantage. I overheard one alfresco squabble wherein the famous bruiser accused our quarry of being an IDB. You know what that means?
Illicit diamond buyer?
Exactly. Slammer threatened him with the breakwater at Cape Town, whatever that might mean. Anyway, it serves as another addition to the list of Rosenthal's unsociable habits, but it's his social habit of drinking, which is our best bet. My basic plan is to get in early, doctor the whiskey, and then lie low until they come back and...
But do we have any guarantee he'll drink the whiskey?
Only the law of averages, old fellow.
And if the plan goes wrong?
We can expect him to write his initials upon us, in lead.
It's not very inviting, Raffles.
Think of the diamonds, that purple glow.
I'm thinking of the likelihood of an untimely death.
If there's to be shooting, it won't all be on one side, I assure you. Now, let's kit ourselves out.
It was 20 minutes past 8 the following evening when Raffles and I took up our position in the shrubbery of the house adjoining Rosenthal's. From this vantage point, we could watch our quarry's house under cover of a wall, just high enough to see over. Thus concealed, we remained for an hour, watching a pair of bow windows with vague shadows flitting continuously to and fro across the lowered blinds, and listening to the drawing of corks, the clink of glasses, and a gradual crescendo of coarse voices within.
He's dining at home tonight, Raffles. I think not. He's later away than usual, I admit, but I think not.
Shouldn't we postpone this till tomorrow?
Wait. A carriage.
It's turning in.
You know what that means? It means that our luck has turned too.
The door of the house. It's opening.
Here they come. Slammer. Rosenthal. Diamonds well in evidence.
And with them,
the ladies, God bless them. That's better still.
Well, what now?
The servants will be clearing away. See their shadows? And the drawing room windows open onto the lawn at the rear. On with your mask. Here, let me. By Jove, old boy, you look about the greatest ruffian I ever saw. Lord knows what effect you'll have on the Kaffirs, but you certainly scare the hell out of me. Now, if the worst comes to the worst, don't forget your Whitechapel.
Nah, I shan't forget, Gov.
On second thoughts, better sulk or feign dumb and leave the dialogue to me. Please our stars, there'll be no need. Now, are you ready?
Quite.
Got your gag?
Yes.
Shooter?
Yes.
Then follow me.
In an instant we were over the wall. In another, on the lawn behind the house. There was no moon. It seemed the very stars in their courses had veiled themselves for our benefit. At the rear the house was unlit. I crept at Raffles' heels to some French windows which gave on to a shallow veranda.
These shouldn't give us any trouble, I think. Child's play. Now, let's allow ourselves a little light, eh? Do the honours, Bunny.
No, my friend. Allow me.
Even as my blood froze, the light came. A good score of electric burners glowed red for a fraction of a second, then rained merciless beams into our blinded eyes. When we found our sight, 4 revolvers covered us, and between the unsteadiest pair of them, the colossal frame of the Diamond King shook from head to foot with wheezy laughter.
Good evening, boys. Glad to see you at last. Shift foot or finger, you on the left, and you're dead. I mean you greaser. I know you. We've been waiting to welcome you, haven't we, Slammer?
Yes, Gov, we have.
Hope you approve of our little charade tonight. Quite difficult to arrange, but it was mighty successful. It must have been, else you wouldn't be here. Oh, I've been watching you all week, you scum. Plucky smart, you thought yourself, didn't you? One day you come a-begging, the next time shamming tight, and the next you're one of them old pals from Kimberley what never come when I'm in. Ain't that right, Slammer?
Yes, Gov, quite right.
But you left the same tracks each day, you buggins, and the same tracks each night, all round the blessed premises. Didn't he, Slammer?
Yes, Gov, he did.
Yes. And now I think it's time I put an end to your unpromising careers. Shut up, you sluts of women! And Slammer, earn your screw. Keep those kaffers quiet. Punch a few heads. Right. Can't stand noise, but I'm taking aim.
Shut up, or I'll frack you. Understand?
Here, Gov.
Just hold your
Why
round.
not call it quits, eh? Shut up, Bunny. Now, Governor, don't excite yourself. It's a fair cop.
You keep still, damn you.
We don't even sweat to know how you brung it off. Only don't go for to shoot, 'cause we ain't armed. Swap me God, we ain't.
And what's that got to do with it?
Murder. That's what to do. Killing an unarmed man is murder by the law of the land.
Ah, but you're a knowing one. Ain't he, Slammer?
Yes, Gov, he is.
He knows all the old saws and sayings, don't he, Slammer?
Yes, Gov.
I know one you won't care for, mister. Set a thief to catch a thief.
What?
There, how'd you like that, eh?
Why,
Look at him, eh? He's gone all pale. Guilty conscience, I calls it. Oh, yes.
Hey, what do you mean by that? You dog's offal. Hey, spit it out, or by Christmas, I'll drill you here. And now,
here, Governor.
Stand aside, you.
What price that bright water?
Hey.
That bright water at Cape Town. The IDB Diamond King.
What's that?
You heard me.
You said it again.
The breakwater. That's what you got to look forward to.
No, the other.
IDB? Well, now, I'm not an educated man, but I know what them letters stands for.
Where did you get hold of that?
Illegitimate.
Why, you
damnable. And IDB, well, we've got a wide choice of words there. But to answer your questions, Mr. IDB, in the spirits you asked him, the man who told me...
Well...
is the one your worship's dancing with at present.
What?
Well, I can't answer that, your reverence. The waltz, is it?
Slammer!
No.
You've been blabbing!
I never said a word, Gov. He's lying.
Funny colour your friend's gone, Gov.
I'll kill him.
He's mine, Slammer.
Get ready to run, Bunny.
I'll choke him.
Stand away!
No!
My God, straight through the window. There he goes. Under the light, damn you! Got him!
No, you didn't, boss. There he goes. After him.
Jalla, hold the other one. He shan't escape at least.
He's over the wall. Get him.
The gate!
Look out! He's fighting back. My God, he was armed after all. You fool, Slammer. Didn't you check his pockets?
Now, Gov, he looked quiet
Made
enough.
fools of both of us. And I don't like that. I don't like that at all. We haven't got him, but we got his friend. And by God, he shall suffer for this. Where is he? Jalla!
Here, boss.
Where's he? Where is he then? Where's the other one?
Mr. Slammer him say, follow big man.
You miserable dog! Wring your scrawny neck. Come here. Come here.
As this unenlightened scene was being played, I was creeping from the room on my hands and knees. There had been a moment when all attention was focused on the escaping Raffles, and it was a moment I took with alacrity. I dived into the darkest corner of the room and crouched for a few moments behind a heavy sofa.
Slammer! Where the hell are you, Slammer?
This further diversion enabled me to creep into the hall outside. It was shaped like an L, with the promise of a staircase round the hidden corner. On hands and knees I moved towards this corner, praying there would be stairs, and that the stairs would be deserted. Thank God, there were stairs. But they were not deserted. They were guarded by a young Kaffir, who at the sight of me began to wail like a banshee. It was a noise fit to wake the dead, and I was sure it would alert Reuben and Slammer in the room beyond. His pupils, I noticed, were unnaturally dilated, and I remembered Raffles' words on the subject of drugs. I drew my revolver on him, but could not bring myself to fire. But the very sight of it turned him into a gibbering idiot, and I let him be while I took the stairs 3 at a time. I turned into the first room I came to. It was an empty bedroom, though the light was on. At least I believed it to be empty, for when I turned, I found myself confronted by the looming, threatening figure of the most consummate villain I had ever beheld. His yellow eyes rolled in his head, and his thin and dangerous lips curved like the gash of a wound across his dark, unshaven jaw. I drew back in terror, and so did he. It was then I realized that the creature from which I had shrunk was myself, my disguised self, reflected in the long mirror of a wardrobe. Hearing footsteps mount the stairs behind, I threw myself into the wardrobe and pulled the door to. There I cowered for some time, an hour at the very least, shivering and cursing my fate, my folly, and Raffles. Raffles most of all. Raffles first and last. Then there was the sound of voices. The door of the wardrobe was flung open, and...
Yes, mister! He's here! Yes, mister!
I was dragged from my hiding place and hauled downstairs, an ignominious captive. Back in the drawing-room, the whole company was gathered, as if to witness a recital. In the centre, the massive figure of Rosenthal, a heavy pistol in his ham-like fist.
Bring him closer.
Look at him, the brute. Did you ever see such a vicious-looking creature?
Quiet, you!
Lucky any of us is alive to tell the tale.
Quiet, I said, woman! You shut your mouth before I shut it for you.
She'll have sent for the priest, Gov.
And lose my sport? Not on your life. Now bring him over here. And the rest of you stay where you are. Nobody leaves this room. There's a bullet in this revolver for anybody who tries. You too, Slammer. Where the hell you think you're going?
Get his gun, Governor.
You leave it where it is. I want him armed. Shooting an unarmed man is murder, but if he's armed, it's self-defense. Your friend said that, didn't he? Well, I'm quick to learn.
Oh, but Governor...
I'm going to deal with this filthy scum in my own way, do you hear?
Reuben.
Stand aside, I say, Jala. You take him by the arm. You hold him still against that door, if you value your skin.
Sobat.
Now, let us see what you are made of, my friend. Oh! Saw an act like this in a circus once. Oh! And I remember thinking what a steady hand the man must have. How dangerous it would be, I thought, if he had been drinking, even a tot or two before the act began. Oh! Or half a pint of whiskey.
Boss, steady, boss.
You want to know how much I've drunk tonight? 2 pints. 2 pints, and my hand is as steady as a rock.
For God's sake, Governor, you'll kill him.
In self-defense, Slammer, as a warning to others. I only want to shoot round and round him. Like that. Circus fashion. Round and round.
Now then, what's all this?
You. Who's the householder here?
He is, Constable.
Yes, I am. My name is Reuben Rosenthal.
And that gun, sir? Is it yours?
Yes, it is, Constable. I was firing. I might add, in self-defense. You are just in time to apprehend this criminal here, who forced his way into this house to burgle it.
Is this the man you're accusing, sir?
It is. And it's a pity you didn't come an hour ago when we could really have done with the law.
We do our best, sir. But we're only human, like the rest of you. Now you, Constable, let's have no funny business. Hold out your wrists, nice and steady.
Come in here when it's all over. You might find us murdered in our beds.
There are discoveries, madam, I'd make with a heavier heart. I'll take your gun, if you please, sir.
Of course.
Very well. I shall see you, gentlemen, at Marylebone, I don't doubt.
Do you need any help, Constable?
No. I don't fancy the gent means to give much trouble.
No, I'll come quietly.
I was led handcuffed across the lawn and out of the 5-barred gate. The clocks were striking midnight, I remember. It was another 100 yards before I dared speak.
How on earth did you manage it, Raffles?
Luck. Pure luck.
You can drop the stage policeman now, I think.
I had the luck not to damage myself when I dived through that window, the luck to get clear away in the darkness, and to cap it all, the luck to have these togs among the rest in my private pavilion in Chelsea. The helmet's one of a collection I made up in Oxford. I was a lawless fellow in those days. I always knew it'd come in useful. Yes, well, the whole thing's been more of a costume piece than I intended. The handcuffs aren't locked, by the way.
Oh.
That last shot nick you?
No. Only a burn.
I hoped I wasn't wrong about the Diamond King. I guessed he'd want to play with you a little before killing you, gain us valuable time. All the same, I came back as fast as I could.
Oh, I'm glad, AJ.
I sent the hansom on to good old Mackenzie with a message. He's as keen as 5 folks since he got back in harness. Old IDB Rosenthal's place will be alive with detectives by now.
So, at least we can claim a moral victory.
A moral victory, my dear rabbit, is no victory at all. Alas, the fates have not destined me to be the possessor of those amazing purple sparklers. No, we've not gained much credit from this business in any sense of the word. But by Jove, Bunny, we're jolly lucky to have come out of it at all.
In A Costume Piece by E W Hornung, dramatised for radio by David Buck, Jeremy Clyde was AJ Raffles, and Michael Cochrane, Bunny Manders. Reuben Rosenthal was played by Geoffrey Matthews, Slammer Purvis by John Hollis, Jala by Alton Kamalo, and other parts by Jabu Umbalo, Natasha Pine, Jane Leonard, and Graham Blockey. The Raffles theme music was composed by Jim Parker. Sound balance was by Keith Perrin, and the production was by Gordon House. Raffles by E W Hornung, a series of short stories dramatised for radio by David Buck, with Jeremy Clyde as Raffles and Michael Cochrane as Bunny. Nine Points of the Law.
You saw my advertisement in the Telegraph?
Yes.
And what was your immediate reaction to it?
To send you a telegram, as you requested all applicants should, offering our services.
Why?
Something about the style in which it was written appealed to me, particularly your use of the phrase £2,000 reward.
We sat, Raffles and I, before the redoubtable presence of Mr. Bennet Addenbrooke, lawyer extraordinary, of Wellington Street, Strand. By chance, the very man we had always resolved to approach, should our own affairs ever turn sour.
The advertisement also contained the phrases delicate mission and certain risk. Do these make a similar appeal to your aesthetic taste?
I spent 5 bob on a reply, Mr. Addenbrooke.
Yes. Applications by telegram only were stipulated to narrow the field. As no doubt you will have guessed, Mr.
The Glasspool.
Mr. Glasspool, quite. Though I believe there are many who would be surprised to hear it.
I beg your pardon.
Ah, my dear sir, I have seen you take far too many wickets to be mistaken.
And now you've bowled me. Middle stump clean out of the ground. Well, I don't think I need explain more than this, that I'm harder up than I'd care to admit under my own handle.
Please, Mr. Raffles. A man who is above an alias is not the sort of man I seek. I must confess, though, that I was not expecting a team, however small.
We go into this together, or not at all?
Then I'm delighted to make your acquaintance, Mr.
Jones. Robinson. Henry Manders.
Mr. Manders. However, I must admit I had not anticipated the receipt of applications from gentlemen such as yourselves, men who belong to good clubs and so forth, men who respect the law.
I think I may truly say that no one has a healthier respect for the law than myself. And Manders here, of course.
Of course.
But on our B-mens we most certainly are, and we'd do a good deal for £1,000 apiece, wouldn't we, Bunny?
Anything.
Well, perhaps it's time I told you what I want done. After all, you can but refuse. It's somewhat illegal, but it's illegality in a good cause. That's the risk. And it's a risk my client is prepared to pay for.
I see.
He will pay, moreover, for the attempt alone.
Succeed or fail. That's handsome. Will you name your client?
Sir Bernard Debenham.
Sir Bernard Debenham of Broomhall, Esher. I know his son.
Then you have the privilege of knowing one of the most complete young blackguards about town, and the root and cause of the whole present trouble.
Ah.
As you know the son, I take it you must know the father, too, at least by reputation.
A most peculiar man, I believe.
A full-blown eccentric in every way, and in no sphere is that more evident than in his treatment of his son. For years he spoiled the lad past believing, paid his debts and so forth, bailed him out of 100 scrapes. Then, quite suddenly, a few weeks ago, he refused point-blank to do so any more. Not only that, but he stopped the lad's allowance.
It seems that the father must shoulder some of the blame for the boy's subsequent behaviour.
I agree with you, sir.
Well, then tell us, please, how did the lad behave?
You shall hear. On Tuesday of last week, Sir Bernard summoned me to Broom Hall. Without a word, he led me to the picture gallery, which was locked and darkened, drew up a blind, and stood simply pointing to an empty picture frame. Do either of you gentlemen know anything about painting?
I dabbled for a spell. I think I may say I displayed something of a natural talent for it, though I was more interested in the technique of oils than in the matter of subject, composition, and so forth.
Forgive me, sir, but I meant the history of painting,
I've some knowledge of the subject, I suppose.
Are you acquainted, for example, with the work of Velázquez?
Velázquez? Diego Rodriguez de Silva y Velázquez? 17th century Spanish master, court painter to Philip IV, the first great realist. Old woman cooking eggs, Pope Innocent X, Rokeby Venus. Yes, I've heard of him.
So I see.
And this empty frame, it had contained a Velázquez.
A portrait of the Infanta Maria Teresa, circa 1653, said to be one of his finest works. Here's an engraving of it. Gives little impression of the grandeur of the thing, but believe me when I say it's priceless.
I don't doubt it. May I keep this?
Absolutely priceless. And yet, young Debenham sold it.
The deuce he did. For how much?
£5,000.
Sold it to whom?
A Queensland legislator by the name of Craggs. The Honourable John Montague Craggs, M.L.C., to give him his full title.
Have you approached this man, Craggs?
I have. I've tried all means within my power to recover the picture. Threats, offers, prayers, entreaties, a blank cheque even. Not one of them a bit of good.
But surely the sale was illegal. Can't you pay him back his money and rely upon the law to recover the picture?
Not without a public scandal. Debenham would rather lose the picture than disgrace the family name.
And yet
he wants to win the game.
And so does Craggs.
Exactly.
To the point, Mr. Addenbrooke. You wish us to steal this picture.
Steal, Mr. Raffles, is not a word I like.
And which particular word do you admire, Mr. Addenbrooke?
The recovery of stolen property.
And the law? Would the law make such a nice distinction?
The law would not. That is the risk we pay for.
Not enough. Too much is at stake. You mentioned our clubs. Not only do we stand to get kicked out of them, but to get put in prison like common felons. But true, we're hard up. But it's simply not worth it at that price. However...
Yes?
Increase your stakes, double them, and we're your men.
Double them?
Those were my words.
£4,000.
£4,000.
Do you think you could bring it off?
We could try.
But you have no...
Experience? Hardly, but we are... what are we, Bunny?
Resourceful.
Resourceful, that's the ticket.
Then you'd run the risk for £4,000.
We would.
Then I think it should be nothing if you fail.
Double or quits? Well, that's sporting at least. What do you say, Bunny?
I say, we accept.
And so do I, by thunder. Done.
I know you're bowling, Mr. Raffles. I go up to Lord's whenever I wish to relax for an hour or so. I've seen you take the best wickets in England on a plum pitch, and I'm inclined to believe that if anybody could bowl out this old Antipodean ruffian, damn me, I believe you're the very man.
Our bargain was clinched in fine style at the Café Royal, and I remember that our host took his whack of champagne with the nervous freedom of a man at high pressure. And I have no doubt that I kept him in countenance by an equal indulgence.
No more, thank you, sir.
Oh,
very well.
Raffles, however, was more abstemious even than his wont, and poorer company to boot. It was almost a relief when he suddenly got to his feet.
If you'll excuse me, gentlemen, I have a train to catch.
But, Mr. Raffles...
And he was off before either of us could question him.
Is your friend often so abrupt?
It's not unknown, but churlish as his behaviour may seem, it's the best of signs in terms of our enterprise.
He has a plan, do you think?
I'm sure of it.
May I know it?
My dear sir, you will probably know it before I do. A friend as I am, and in this venture partner, I shall still be the last person in the world he will think to tell.
I exaggerated in my bitterness, to be sure. Yet Raffles always did exhibit an almost insulting reluctance to give me any advance warning of his plans. I had, however, learnt to be patient. I had little choice, and rested secure in the knowledge that when Raffles needed my assistance, he would directly seek it. I waited for the inevitable telegram, and at last it came. The Ducks of St. James's request sustenance at your hands, noon tomorrow. AJR. The Ducks of St. James's?
5 minutes, Bunny. Not a moment more.
Why? What's the matter?
Time. That's what's the matter. Craggs returns to Australia tomorrow, and the Velasquez with him.
Oh, all's up, then?
Not quite. It simply means that the leisured approach I had planned must be scrapped and a quick in-and-out job set up in its place. Fortunately, the groundwork's done.
What?
Let me explain. Where did I last see you?
Sitting at lunch at the Café Royal.
That's right. So it was. The train I was off to catch was the 3-2 to Esher, as you may have guessed. Well, it was necessary to confirm Addenbrooke's story, get it from the horse's mouth. Just a precaution.
And was it confirmed?
By Debenham himself. Can't say I took to the old boy much, or he to me, but the story's true enough. And the 4,000 hours if we keep our heads.
Oh, I'm pleased to hear it, AJ.
My next move was to approach the egregious Craggs, with or without his knowledge. He's at the Metropole. You don't break into the Met unless you have to. Much better to work from the inside. I therefore decided to pose as an art collector. And so I am, in a way.
What'd you say your name was?
Manningtree. My card, sir.
Yeah. I'm an old man, Mr. Manningtree. I can't read all that spidery nonsense. You're a collector, you say?
In a modest way, yes, sir.
Modest? Yeah. That's a new one. Well, Mr. Modest Manningtree, how can I help you?
Well, I've been offered a painting, 17th century.
Have you now?
A portrait of the Infanta Maria Theresa, the Velasquez portrait.
Was it?
Copied, as I guess, by one of his pupils.
Ah, copy, eh?
The thing has no provenance. It may be a later effort, or indeed an attempted forgery. I don't need to tell you that a collector of fine art has to be prepared for surprises, pleasant and unpleasant.
No, you don't.
I wanted to see the original, of course, to compare certain aspects of the work.
Of course.
And imagine my surprise and chagrin when I visited the supposed owner, only to be told that he'd sold the thing a few weeks ago.
Do you mean to say... Do you mean to tell me old Debenham admitted the sale?
Yes. Yes, he did. Why shouldn't he?
Why shouldn't he indeed? I'd love to have seen the old buzzard's face. Worth £100 that would have been.
I'm glad to have made you so happy, sir, though I don't...
Yeah, you certainly have, Mr. Manningtree. Now, what did you say you wanted? Oh, to see the portrait, was that it? Oh, you shall. That's why.
He took me into the next room, Bunny, and there it was. Or rather, there was an iron map case with a new Chubb lock on it. I had to listen to the old demon cackle on for another 20 minutes before he opened the thing. And didn't I have to compliment him on the cleverness of his hiding place? He purred like an old tomcat. But the picture, Bunny, the picture, it's a beauty. I've half a mind to keep it for myself and stow the money.
AJ.
It's not as large as I'd imagined, which is all to the good. It's, perfect.
Priceless, that's what they say.
The detail here.
Where?
The brushwork here.
Yeah, I'm an old man, I can't see any of that stuff. But she's a bonny-looking Sheila. Well-dressed, too. And rich, eh?
Yes.
Well, if you've looked your fill, I'll roll her up again.
I managed to take an interest in the key of the Chubb as he rolled up the canvas. I had the wax in the palm of my hand and made a duplicate within the hour. Which reminds me, we're invited to dinner with him this evening.
With Craggs?
I swore that you were dining with me already, so he had to ask you along too. I accepted, of course.
Of course.
But I shan't be there.
Raffles, my head is spinning. Why won't you be there?
I've other things to do. Now, listen carefully. You'll be dining in his private sitting room,
yes,
which adjoins the bedroom where the picture is. Your task is to keep him sitting, Bunny, to keep him sitting and talking all the time.
While you go for the picture?
Exactly.
But if he hears you?
He mustn't.
But if he does?
If he does, there'll simply be a collision, that's all. Oh, of course, I'd never dream of taking a firearm into the Metropole.
Oh, of course not. Perish the thought.
But I shall certainly take along a life preserver. Well, must be on my way.
Raffles, I don't think I can sit and talk to an utter stranger knowing you're at work in the next room.
£2,000 apiece.
I'll give the game away, I'm sure I shall.
Not you, Bunny. I know you better. I know you better than you know yourself.
What time have I to be there?
That's the ticket. 7:45. There'll be a telegram arriving from me saying I can't turn up. Apologies and all that.
And how do you suggest I keep him talking?
That's the least of your problems, my young rabbit. The difficulty is to stop him once he gets going. But head him off the subject of the picture for all you're worth.
Where will I find you when I get away?
At Addenbrooke's. I've told him to wait up for us and to have our reward handy. Oh, now, take my tip. Spend an hour or so reading up about Queensland. That'll stand you in good stead if Craggs ain't in a conversational skin.
Queensland.
Well, I must fly. See you at Addenbrooke's about midnight.
I have seldom felt so alone as I did that afternoon as Raffles disappeared among the trees. For a while I strolled the park in a state of mounting apprehension, then betook myself to the club, and there immersed myself in an intractable volume entitled The Australian Colonies by J. W. Duckett. After an hour or two in Mr. Duckett's company, I began to anticipate the adventures of the evening with more relish, and it was with some confidence that I presented myself at the Metropole just before 8 that evening.
Good evening, Mr. Craggs.
Who the hell are you?
I'm a Manor.
Manor? Oh, you're the friend that couldn't be put off, I suppose.
That's right.
Oh, well, better come in, then. I thought your name was Harris.
Harris? Oh, yes, that's my Christian name.
Oh, I see. Well, he's not turned up yet, you're Mr.
Rafferty?
Could have sworn he had some other name.
No, just Rafferty.
My memory's not what it was.
You come from Queensland, I believe.
What's that got to do with it?
Oh, one of my favourite colonies. Large, too. Some 667,000 square miles, I believe.
427 million acres. And 20,000 of them are mine, by God. Prime land. Man I bought them from put a bullet in his head, bang. Widow came to me for help. God helps those as helps themselves, I said. Don't cry all over my Axminster woman, I said. Sherry?
Oh, yes, please, thank you.
He's late, you're Mr. Rafferty. He's late.
Yes. I believe Queensland is rich in mineral ores.
Thought you said you'd been there.
Oh, yes, I have. Thank you.
Then you'll know.
Oh, I was only very little at the time.
Ah, your friend. Yes?
Telegram from Mr. Craggs.
Well, don't just stand there. Hand it over.
Sir?
There's no reply.
Sir?
He can't come.
Oh, dear. Who?
Your friend Manningtree.
Oh, him.
I thought you said his name was Rafferty.
It is. It was. He had to change it.
Why?
Terms of a will.
I've often fancied the idea of leaving a freak will myself. Make 'em jump through hoops for their money. Pity is I'd not be round to see it.
No.
Aren't you going to ask why he's not coming? You're a most uncurious fella, Mr. Bunnermanor.
Oh, I'm not. Oh, not at all. I'm very curious. Why isn't he coming?
Sudden illness of elderly aunt, it said. Well, I don't see why he couldn't have dined first. Like to see the deathbed, I'd skip my dinner to visit, eh? Well, I hope she kicks the bucket, the old bat teacher, to spoil a man's table, eh?
I must own to having enjoyed many a dinner more than that which was now set before me. While one ear was cocked in the direction of my host, who prattled on most tirelessly and revealingly about his own sharp practices, the other was listening with not a little apprehension for any sound from the bedroom, where even now, by my calculations, the shadowy figure of Raffles flitted to and fro, disengaging the Chubb lock, opening the iron map case, removing the priceless canvas, and...
What was that?
What?
That noise.
I didn't hear a thing, but...
But what?
If I did hear anything, I think it was from upstairs.
There it is again.
They're moving furniture, I think.
Well, they've chosen a fine time to do it, damn 'em all to hell. Yea, and their children's children. Now, what was I saying, Bunnermanor?
You were talking about the time you won £100.
Guineas?
Oh, yes, of course, guineas. By consuming a gallon of whiskey and
20
hard-boiled eggs in the space of 30?
25
minutes.
Exactly. Don't suppose you'd care to make a similar wager, Bunnamanor?
No, I don't think so, thank you. I'm not all that keen on hard-boiled eggs.
Whiskey, then. Pint for pint.
I don't.
What is that?
Furniture? Upstairs?
It's in there. In the bedroom.
I don't think so. Perhaps I inadvertently kicked...
Follow me.
No, but Mr. Craggs.
Where's that damned light?
No, wait.
No. No one here. Shutter's open, though. That's odd.
Perhaps that's what you heard. The shutter swinging.
Perhaps it was.
Shall we go back to the table?
Wait. In a moment. Wait. You must have noticed, Mr. Bunnamanor, I've been more than usually jumpy tonight.
No, I hadn't thought about it.
Well, I have. And there's reasons. Good reasons.
Oh?
100,000 good reasons.
100,000 pounds?
Guineas. In this very case here. You don't believe me? I'll show you.
No, please don't. I have an aversion to valuable objects. I don't like to see them.
A painting. A priceless painting.
In oils?
Of course, in oils.
Oh, then please, don't show me. I can't stand the smell of oil paintings. My sinus is delicate, terrible things.
Here, hold this. While I unroll it.
Oh, a map?
A painting's rolled inside.
I'd really much sooner not see it.
There.
Eh?
There it is, the painting. Velasquez, that's the artist's name. Painted this nearly 250 years ago, they tell me. You'd hardly credit it, would you? Might have been painted yesterday. Oh, that's enough looking. You'll be the last to see that painting for a while. And as for old England, this little lady here will never see these shores again. Now, what do you say to that?
Well, Velasquez wasn't English, you know.
You don't say. What was he? Italian?
Spanish, I believe.
Really? Well, she can wave goodbye to all the signoras. Queensland's this little lady's home from now on. Yeah, I always forget which way to roll these things. Pass that damn lock, will you?
Do I understand you leave tomorrow, Mr. Craggs?
First thing.
I see. I can only apologise for Rafferty. We did rather spoil your evening. A plan was forming in my mind even as I spoke the words.
Yeah. Just let your friend come crawling here again for advice.
So why don't I,
Well, come on, Bunnamanor, spit it out.
Well, why don't I accept your challenge? £100 a stake, or guineas, if you prefer.
You're a gentleman, Bunnamanor. Choice of tipple's yours.
Whiskey, then.
Splendid. Pint for pint.
Agreed.
Agreed.
Bunny? Who is it? Bunny! Outside, on the stair.
Happy New Year, AJ! Whoops! My Prendergast lot is not a happy one.
Only 3 more stairs.
Better lift him bodily.
That's the ticket.
Oh, should all equations be forgot for the sake of old anxiety?
Can you hoof some of those law books off that chair?
Certainly.
Come now, Bunny. Sit down. Relax. We're among friends.
Jack and Jill went up the hill, fetch a pail of... Another pipe for Mr. Bunman. Bun.
He's had quite a skinful, your friend.
Have you any coffee?
I can brew some.
Will you, please? Now, Bunny, what have you been up to?
Bring any Englishman under the table, he says.
So that's it. And you took him on? You ass, Bunny, you total worm.
Beat him, too.
You what?
Cheated a bit. Poured half the stuff into a potted plant. Perked the thing up no end.
But why did you do it?
Save us, and save a young lady. Rescue a damsel.
I'm sorry, Bunny, I don't quite follow.
Infanta.
What does he say?
Royalty, tender age, threatened with fate worse than death at the hands of Scraggs. Scraggs, that's it. But all right now. Saved her.
But you can't have saved her, Bunny.
That's just where you're wrong. Open jacket. And likewise low. Very unusual waistcoat, eh?
Oh, Bunny.
Knew you'd failed, Raffles. Cragg showed me picture. Had to get it back, Simmy. Had to get it back.
But why, Bunny?
Because it's a Velasquez, circa 1653.
It's not.
It's not? What is it, then?
A Raffles, circa 1892.
A what?
And a pretty fair example of his middle period.
But Cragg said...
What did he say?
It might have been painted yesterday.
It was painted yesterday. I used an old forger's trick to dry it out. It's not half bad, I think. Although it's as well Craggs was too vain to wear spectacles.
But why didn't you tell me you were going to leave a copy? You never tell me anything, Raffles.
To hear you talk, one would think you'd done this kind of thing before.
Oh, we have. We have. We're the most notorious thieves in London, Bunny and I.
Heaven help us all if you ever do take to that line of country, gentlemen.
Amen. But to answer your question, Bunny, I admit I experienced a sudden softening of the heart towards our friend Craggs. He's such an absolute out-and-out bounder. I thought I'd leave him a little something to keep him happy. At least until some expert put him right. But now you've denied him even that pleasure.
We will repay his £5,000, of course. Cheque will be sent to await him in Queensland. And I have not forgotten your remuneration, gentlemen. I'll write the cheque out now. As for your painting...
that's not for sale. Its recent windings about Bunny's middle have given it a pleasingly cracked and aged quality. I've really taken quite a shine to it. It'll go well, I think, above the mantel in my chambers in place of Love and Death. One day, who knows, someone may find an original Raffles worth the taking.
In 9 Points of the Law by E W Hornung, dramatised for radio by David Buck, Jeremy Clyde was AJ Raffles and Michael Cochrane, Bunny Manders. The lawyer Addenbrooke was played by David Buck, and the Honourable John Montague Craggs by Nigel Graham. The Raffles theme music was composed by Jim Parker. Sound balance was by Keith Perrin, and the production was by Gordon House. Raffles by E W Hornung, a series of short stories dramatised for radio by David Buck, with Jeremy Clyde as Raffles and Michael Cochrane as Bunny. Wilful Murder, or The Return Match.
Murder, Bunny. Murder. Wilful murder. That's what I'm talking about. It's a crime I've never committed, not yet. But I knew the moment would come. Must come one day. Just think of it, Bunny. Think of coming to the club here and chatting away, very likely about the murder itself, and knowing you've done it, and wondering how they'd look if you were to tell them. Oh, it would be great. Simply great. And then, when you were caught, A dramatic and merciful end, with your face in all the prints, none of your rusting in vile repose for 14 years or so.
I had never heard Raffles speak in this vein before, and I was frankly shocked. He had a killer's instinct, I well knew, and so did many a batsman to his cost. But this cold talk of murder, accompanied as it was by an inner excitement apparent in his flashing, darting eyes, surprised me more than I can say. I strove to jolly him out of his mood, without a great deal of success.
That's all well and good, AJ, but a murderer needs one thing more than the qualities you mention.
And what is that?
A victim.
Oh, I have one of those. George, bring 2 more brandies, will you?
Sir.
Do you think I'd go on like this if I didn't have someone in mind?
Who is it, then? Mackenzie?
Oh, good heavens, no, Bunny. Our friend the inspector is sound enough in his logic and as tenacious as a terrier. But we've beaten him once and shall again, if necessary. No, I've no fear of Mackenzie.
Whom do you fear, Raffles? Holmes, the Baker Street detective?
There would be an adversary. But until someone has the wit to match us, I've no quarrel with him. I admire him, in fact. Though he might be more humble, there's no police like Holmes.
AJ. Who is it, then?
The name is Baird.
Baird? But he's your fence, isn't he?
Your brandies, gentlemen.
Yes, it needs repairing badly. Put them down there, will you? Yes, those urchins will climb it to get at the apples. Thank you, George.
Sir.
You idiot, Bunny. Do you want the whole club to know?
But why Baird? Wasn't it he who just took the emeralds?
It was.
Well, and how has he offended you?
By following me. I trade with him in pure Limehouse, as you know. But today he must have spotted something about me that convinced him I'm not quite the common cracksman I would have him think me. So he's been doing his best to run me to my burrow.
You noticed him?
At once. But I let him keep his distance, never so much as glanced round.
Where is he now, I wonder?
On his way home, I should think. But 5 minutes ago he was standing here in the club, over by the porter's desk, making discreet inquiries about the brandy-drinking pair by the fireplace.
Oh, this is serious, Raffles.
Thank you for pointing it out.
But you surely don't contemplate killing the man?
What other course is there? He'll blackmail us for sure, and bargain with the police at the same time, I shouldn't wonder. I know him. He'll have 100 tricks up his sleeve, but whatever he decides to do, one thing's certain. We're finished, you and I. He's only got to get a skinful one night, and the whole of London will know about us, Mackenzie included.
All the same, AJ.
No, Bunny. I appreciate your strictures, but murder is the only way. Not only will it get us off the hook, but the world shall have one vile extortioner the less.
Where are you off to now?
Kensal Rise, where the old miser resides for his sins. And for every second he lives puts us deeper in danger.
Raffles,
There's no time like the present, Bunny, when resolution is high. The sooner he moves from Kensal Rise to Kensal Green, the better.
How Raffles could jest at such a moment baffled me. I realized I hardly knew the man at all. What though we had shared a dozen or more adventures, breathing the same air, experiencing the same dangers, he was a stranger to me, a total stranger. But it was with every appearance of casual friendliness that we took our seats on the 11:21 to Willesden Junction, settled ourselves in a first-class compartment, and opened our newspapers.
Do you remember Milchester Cricket Week, Bunny, old boy? When we had a little match that wasn't down on the card?
Gentlemen and players, I remember.
Then you remember the professor, the captain, as it were, of the opposing side.
I do indeed. Crawshay, wasn't it?
That was the name he was convicted under.
His sentence was unnecessarily severe, I thought.
Save your pity, Bunny. He's away.
Away?
It says here he escaped from Dartmoor yesterday morning.
Well done.
He made a bolt for it in heavy fog, it says. Listen. The fugitive has been traced to Totnes, where he's reported to have entered the lodgings of the Reverend A.H. Ellingworth, curate of the parish, who missed his clothes on rising at the usual hour. and later in the morning those of the convict were discovered neatly folded at the bottom of a drawer. There. Now, what do you make of that, Bunny?
He's certainly a sportsman, our professor.
Oh, better. He's an artist. A curate of all men. Beautiful, beautiful. And his behaviour at Milchester, exemplary in its way.
I seem to remember he got caught, Raffles.
Bad choice of partner.
He also shot Mackenzie.
He's got backbone. Why carry a gun if you don't mean to use it, eh?
Raffles, for heaven's sake, put that revolver away.
Just checking it's loaded.
Someone might see.
They'll believe me to be a kind uncle taking a belated Christmas present along to his warlike nephew. It's the way I'm dressed, my dear Bunny. No one would ever believe this to be the real thing.
And he threw back his head and laughed, for all the world the image of the man he had just described. Not by any stretch of the imagination the man I knew him to be. A wanted criminal with ice and murder in his heart. We had to get out at Willesden Junction and walk on to Kensal Rise through unfamiliar streets, and at last fairly open country. By midnight, we found ourselves on a dark footpath between woods and fields. It was bitterly cold. Baird will be in bed and asleep, perhaps.
I certainly hope so.
You mean to break in?
Of course.
But you will give him a chance, won't you? The very sight of your revolver should bring him to terms.
Yes, but it wouldn't make him keep them. Understand me, Bunny. I wish nothing better than that he is armed and waiting. Then it'll be man to man and devil take the hindmost. You don't suppose I prefer foul play to fair, do you? Ah, here we are.
I see no house.
Behind this wall. No, don't jump up. There's broken glass and spikes on the gate here. I brought a few corks with me, so they shouldn't bother us. Now, make a stirrup for me. There's a good fella. And one more. That should do it. Now, my cloak goes over the top. There. No danger of being spiked, at least. Wait here for me, Bunny.
No, I'm coming too.
It's my affair, Bunny.
No, AJ, ours. I must come too.
To interfere?
No.
You give me your word.
If I break it, you may shoot me too.
I should. Make no mistake. Give me your arm, then.
Right.
Right, Bunny. Now, jump. Look out for the laurel bushes everywhere. They're bells in themselves. He's planted them on purpose, the cunning swine.
Well, the house is dark. He's gone to bed.
Yes, perhaps. No, I don't think so. Damn it, I think he's seen us.
Seen us?
Yes. I saw a light.
Where?
Downstairs. Just for an instant.
Raffles, let's not go on with this.
Shh. He's going upstairs, I think. I'm going in. I don't believe he saw us at all. I only wish he had. This way. Here, make yourself useful. Spread this treacle here onto the paper, so. Capital. Now, press it to the glass while I... That's the ticket. Follow me. Quietly now.
What have you done? Trodden on something. Here, on the floor. Heavens, it's a pair of spectacles.
Leave them. Follow me.
Oh, shh, Raffles.
God damn it, Bush!
He'll hear you.
No, he won't. Not anymore. Have you got a match?
Yes.
Light it.
Great heavens, who is it?
Our quarry, the late Angus Baird.
His head split open.
Yeah. And here's the poker. Light up again, Bunny. Someone was here before us. Look! His desk's been forced, rifled by the look of it. And the safe...
What was that?
What are we thinking of? That light we saw, Bunny. There's someone still in the house.
The murderer.
Upstairs, I guess.
Raffles still got there.
And why not? I'm curious to meet a murderer.
I shan't allow you to.
Let me go.
Raffles, please.
It's too late. There he goes, on the path, after him.
Raffles, you all right?
For heaven's sake, Bunny, follow him.
There he goes, over the gate like a cat.
Oh, damn his impudence. He's taken my cloak. Oh, well, nothing for it but a trust to the corks. Ouch. Here, Bunny, this way over. Up we go. Now jump. Oh, Lord. I never did care for those trousers of yours. Well, our bird has surely flown by now. Dashed unfortunate, this whole proceeding.
Unfortunate? Now there's a word. You realise what this means, don't you?
Yes. It means we're free. And someone else has done our dirty work for us.
If we're not careful, we'll be blamed for what he's done.
You're right. You're right. We best not dawdle here.
But if we're seen...
We're just two gentlemen walking home after a late dinner.
But look at the state of my clothes.
Two drunken gentlemen, then.
But not a soul did we meet on the way to Willesden. From there we strolled more easily to Maida Vale, and thence by cab quite happily to my rooms in Mount Street. Good night, AJ.
Good night. Sleep soundly, Bunny. Join me for breakfast. To the Albany, please.
To my surprise, I did sleep soundly. Perhaps my relief at the final outcome of our exploit crowded the horrors quite from my mind. The next morning was crisp and fresh. I even recall whistling quite merrily as I turned from Vigo Street into the Albany. So preoccupied was I with the trills of the tune and the promise of the day that I scarcely noticed a wiry, bowler-hatted man, his back towards me, blocking my path.
I beg your pardon, sir.
But the smile died on my lips as the man turned his head.
Don't mention it, Mr. Manders.
Inspector Mackenzie.
I'm flattered that you recognize me, young man.
Oh, I do. Have you recovered from your hurt?
Judge for yourself.
I'm glad. May I ask what you're doing here?
I was about to ask you the same question.
Me? Oh, I just popped in for breakfast.
Breakfast, eh? Is that one of the services this establishment offers?
No, not at all. I'm visiting a friend.
Uh-huh. And who might that be? Mr. Raffles, would it be? The cricketing gentleman I met you with at Milchester. You seemed as thick as thieves.
Oh, yes. Mr. Raffles. He lives in the Albany.
I know. That's why I'm here.
Huh?
I'll tell you how matters stand, Mr. Manders. I am here investigating a murder.
A murder?
That's correct. A particularly brutal murder.
Yes?
Which took place last night.
Oh, really?
In Kensal Rise.
Kensal Rise?
Of a man, name of Beard.
Baird?
A pawnbroker, a moneylender of sorts, and one of the most notorious fences this side of the Thames.
And someone murdered him?
I don't believe he did it himself.
And you want to speak to Raffles about it?
Did I say so?
Eh?
That I wanted to speak to Mr. Raffles.
Oh, no, perhaps you didn't.
I didn't. I didn't say so.
Good.
But I do.
Oh.
Do you remember at Milchester a Mr. Crochet?
Yes, of course. He was the thief. He planned the robbery, got away with a fine haul, but was caught within minutes. But I don't need to describe him to you, Inspector. He was the one who put a bullet in you.
He's escaped from prison.
I know. I read it in the paper last night on the way to the, to the club.
A man answering his description has been seen hanging round the Albany.
Here? But why here?
I'm told that at Milchester, Crochet made some sort of threatening speech, which seemed to be aimed at your Mr. Raffles.
That's right, he did.
And later on at the trial, he hinted at some grudge he had against the gentleman.
Oh, I see. You think Raffles is in danger from Crochet?
He did assist in his capture, Mr. Manders. So did you.
Oh, I don't think that just because...
Crochet's killed already. He'll think nothing of killing again. What's he got to lose? They can't hang him twice.
Killed? Who?
Beard.
Crochet? That was Crochet?
Beard was his fence in the old days. It's pretty evident. He promised to pay some money that was owing directly to Crochet's daughter. But there wasn't a trustworthy bone in Beard's body. He never paid the money. And boasted that he never intended to.
The swine.
Well, when Crochet got wind of this, there wasn't a prison in England that could hold him.
And once he'd made good his escape, he made straight for Beard.
So I believe.
And now you think he's come for Raffles?
I have no doubt of it.
Well, we'd better warn him quickly.
All in good time, sir. I have to interview the porter first. Have him confirm his identification.
Where exactly was the man seen, Inspector?
Over yonder.
On the roof?
Aye.
But Raffles' chambers are just below.
Aye, I ken that well.
Well, then what are you waiting for? Raffles is in mortal danger.
Festina lente. That's my motto.
Is it indeed? Well, my motto is... Oh, damn you to hell, Mackenzie! Raffles must be warned!
I don't think I ever felt so murderous towards another human being as I felt towards Mackenzie at that instant. To indulge in aimless chop logic with a man when his friend was in mortal danger, probably murdered already. I took the staircase 3 at a time and dashed along the echoing gallery to Raffles' door.
Raffles? Raffles, you there? Raffles!
The door was unbolted and opened a fraction. Then wider. And there, to my relief, stood Raffles, a Sullivan between his lips, his left hand thrust idly into the pocket of his zingery blazer, the picture of him which, these many years later, my memory always retains.
Bunny, why are you in such a state?
I must speak to you, Raffles, but inside, please.
Give me a chance, Bunny, and I'll invite you in. There's really no need to be so formal, you know. You weren't invited to breakfast in any case.
Please, don't jest, Raffles. I've just had the most dreadful shock.
Well, then, not another word until you've had some tea and some kedgeree, Bunny. And, incidentally, we have another guest for breakfast.
Oh, how do you do, sir? Raffles, do you know who I've just seen below?
Questions later, Bunny. Please don't treat an old friend with such indifference.
Friend?
I turned to look more closely at the stranger who loomed in the darkest corner of the room. For a moment I assured myself that I had never before seen that impressive chest, that bullet head, that rubicund face, nor smelt the savour of that vile tobacco. Then...
Crochet! Mr. Crochet, as you say, Bunny. But come to return the cloak he borrowed last night.
Then you know.
Step forward, Crochet, and shake young Manders here by the hand. It's the least you can do after putting such a scare up him.
How do you do, young sir? I remembers you well.
How do you do?
Oh, nicely, Tar.
Raffles, I hope you realize you are keeping company with a murderer.
Well, if he don't, Gov, it's through no fault of mine. I've levelled fair with him, as I think he'll agree.
And, Bunny, before you get too secure upon your high horse, bear in mind the purpose of our own visit to Mr. Baird last night.
Oh, love you, Governor. I don't know what gave me the biggest shock. Having Baird pounce at me out of the dark, or seeing you two gents come up the path a minute later.
Well, I'm grateful you didn't serve us the same way.
Oh, nah, never, Gov. You're a gent. I'd not want a gentleman on me conscience. A Baird was nothing more or less than a worm. Killing him won't trouble me sleep. The world's well rid of him. He was a cheat and a liar, and he'd sooner have let me daughter starve than catch himself doing a decent action. I reckon I'd have killed him in cold blood if I'd have had the chance. But fate was kind to me. He put a gun to my head before I'd thought of right or wrong, and there was the poker right under me hand.
Man to man, and devil take the hindmost.
One more thing. In Baird's safe, some papers. There was many names there. Folks he was blackmailing, most like, and some he'd had, as you might say, the intention of blackmailing. Two very interesting gentlemanly names among them. Here.
Well, thanks for the offer, Crochet, but I don't fancy handling them. I'll set them down in the fireplace there, and Bunny will light a match and do the honours.
Certainly, Raffles.
There. And now, Crochet, to business. I'm not a natural cynic, but I assume you're thinking of some favour in return.
In return? No, sir. It ain't a bargain I have in mind, because I don't trust bargains.
And what do you trust?
The word of a gentleman.
Upon what subject?
Getting a wanted man away.
Where to?
Australia.
I can put you on the high seas, Crochet, with a one-way ticket in your pocket. And that's all I can promise.
That's sufficient, Gov.
Then you have my word upon it. But I insist you take off that dog collar this instant.
Yeah, I'm glad to, Gov. God, that beats me how they stand it all day. I reckon the rope itself will be more comfortable.
Well, pray heaven you never have the opportunity of making a first-hand comparison. But we're wasting time. Bunny, can you take our friend to Mount Street while I see about booking a passage? I fancy he'll be safer there than in the Albany.
He can't leave here, not at the moment anyway. Mackenzie's here.
In the Albany?
I met him as I came in.
What the devil's he doing here?
He was seen, Crochet, getting over the roof.
Mackenzie told you that? Why the deuce didn't you say so before, Bunny?
Well, so much was happening at once, I forgot.
You forgot? There's valuable time wasted. Look out of the window, Bunny, see if the coast's clear. And Crochet, keep your head down.
Oh, right, yeah. It's clear.
Very well.
No, now, damnation, it isn't. He's on his way out.
Oh, that's torn it.
All's not lost yet. Crochet, into the bedroom with you, and get under the bed or into a wardrobe, and put that damnable pipe out. Bunny, throw me that coat. The check one. And the cap to go with it. Well, answer the door, won't you?
Inspector. Mr. Manders.
Inspector. Manders here told me you'd be dropping by.
Did he indeed, sir?
But I'm afraid I can only spare you a moment. I'm going out, as you see.
I'm checking all chambers personally, sir.
Quite right in the circumstances, Inspector. I locked all windows as soon as I heard the news and made sure the brute wasn't already inside. As you know, Crochet has little reason to love me.
Or I to love him, sir.
Yes, quite. Now, if you'll excuse me...
Very well, sir. I'm having all gentlemen checked as they leave this place.
Well, I'm extremely checked, as you can see.
Very droll, sir. Well, I'll see you're not detained. Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning, Inspector. Now, let's see what he does. Drat the man, he's still suspicious of something. Wonder what.
He's off down the stairs there. Raffles, are you really going out?
Of course, why not?
But your visitor...
He's a grown man, he can look after himself. There. Mackenzie's having a word with his man at the gate. Time to move.
Move?
First, give me the keys of your flat. But don't argue, there's a good man. Now, listen, and listen carefully. Go down there now and buttonhole Mackenzie. Say you thought you saw someone on that roof over there. Say anything you like. But keep him over on that side of the walk.
But Raffles...
Keep your eye cocked for me to make my exit. As soon as I've gone, keep him talking for another 5 minutes.
5 minutes?
By the clock there. It's very important that you don't let him out of your grasp for 5 whole minutes. Keep him longer if you can.
And then?
Then, say these words. Raffles smokes nothing but Sullivans.
Raffles smokes nothing but Sullivans?
That's right.
And what then?
Just follow the inspector, wherever he goes.
The next few minutes were the worst of my life. I descended the stairs and made for Mackenzie.
Inspector, I think I may have seen something.
I stuttered and fumbled my way through some cock-and-bull story, while the inspector regarded me through narrowed eyes. I saw the checkered figure of Raffles depart and glanced at the clock. 10 past the hour. A whole 5 minutes rigmarole stretched before me. I no longer took note of what I was saying. I don't even know if what I said made sense. One thing, however, is certain. That Mackenzie heard me out with cold politeness, even if, now and then, the twitch of an ill-suppressed yawn agitated the corners of his thin mouth. At last, the quarter struck. Raffles smokes nothing but Sullivans.
I beg your pardon, sir?
Raffles smokes nothing but Sullivans.
Aye, so I believe.
Raffles smokes nothing but Sullivans.
Great heavens.
Raffles, nothing but...
What a fool I've been.
Quickly, quickly, Sergeant, to Mr. Raffles' room.
But, Inspector...
Door's locked, sir. Break it down, Sergeant.
Inspector, I really do think...
I compliment you, Mr. Manders.
Eh?
I too smelt that vile tobacco, but I was slow in putting two and two together. Our man was there all the time we were in the room. Now, let's see if here's...
Raffles!
Where?
There, look.
Sergeant, send for a doctor. Sir.
Is he dead?
Pray. Constable!
Raffles?
Wait. Oh, thank the Lord. He's stunned merely.
A nasty wound on his temple.
Poker here, sir. The weapon by the look of it.
Raffles.
Is that you, bunny old stick? Ouch. Oh, my head.
Don't try to talk, sir.
Never try to cut a rising ball.
He's delirious.
That man in the check coat and cap
must have been Crochet.
Crochet. I hate a poor loser.
After him, Sergeant. He's wearing Mr. Raffles' check coat and cap. No, he's only been gone 6 or 7 minutes.
Sir. No need you to stay. Mackenzie, more important, catch the blighter. Better for me, any medicine.
You're right, Mr. Raffles.
Oh.
Your friend is a true gentleman, Mr. Manders. I am sorry if I ever gave him less than his due. Good day, gentlemen.
Good day.
Good. He's gone.
Raffles.
Excuse my lightning recovery, but I was lying in a deuced uncomfortable position.
But your head?
Oh, yes, my head. Quite a neat job, considering how difficult it is to do.
I'm sorry, Raffles, I don't understand.
Hitting oneself on the head, in cold blood, with a poker. Well nigh impossible.
You did that to yourself?
Who do you think did it?
Well, Crochet.
Who should be at your flat by this time. And, unless I'm much mistaken, pouring himself the first of a series of stiff whiskey and sodas.
Huh?
What? Crochet do this? Never in a million years.
But I thought...
Begged him to, but knew I was on a losing game. Never dream of hitting a gentleman, he said.
In Willful Murder, or The Return Match, by E W Hornung, dramatised for radio by David Buck, Jeremy Clyde was AJ Raffles and Michael Cochrane, Bunny Manders. Inspector Mackenzie was played by Henry Stamper, Crochet by Ron Pember, and the Sergeant and George, the attendant at Raffles Club, by John Church. The Raffles theme music was composed by Jim Parker. Sound balance was by Keith Perrin, and the production was by Gordon House. Raffles by E W Hornung, a series of short stories dramatised for radio by David Buck, with Jeremy Clyde as Raffles and Michael Cochrane as Bunny. The Chest of Silver.
You're in fine voice this morning, Mr. Manders.
Oh, thank you, Perkins.
Going to see Mr. Raffles, sir?
Indeed I am.
You'll find him at home, I'm sure, sir.
Thank you.
It was a beautiful spring day. Not a cloud disturbed the unbroken blue of the sky, and I was in the best of spirits. I even bestowed a smile upon the sour-faced gentleman I encountered on the stair.
Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Manders. And what are you doing here at this hour? Come to visit your friend, Mr. Raffles?
Mackenzie. He was the last man in the world I wished to encounter. Ever since the recent matter of the pawnbroker's murder and our subsequent protection of his assailant Crochet, I admit I found it extremely difficult to look Inspector Mackenzie in the eye.
Cat got your tongue, sir?
No. I mean, yes. I am visiting Mr. Raffles, as it happens. He invited me around for breakfast.
Then he's forgotten.
Eh?
I just called at his chambers. There was no reply. Perhaps he's gone away early for Easter.
Well, not without telling me, I'm sure, but confound it, the porter said
That porter is half asleep, sir. I've noticed it before.
Ah, yes, the little affair of Crochet.
Pardon me, sir. Murder is not a little affair.
No, of course not.
You're forgetting, perhaps, that he almost killed your friend, Mr. Raffles?
No, I'll never forget that.
To say nothing of the attempt he made upon my own life last summer.
No.
Well, you'll be glad to know that our net is closing on the villain. I have every confidence we'll have him in irons before the week is out.
But wasn't there a rumour that he'd gone abroad?
Don't you believe it, sir. He's here. I feel it in my marrow.
Here?
Not far away. Well, I expect you'll be walking back to Mount Street, isn't it, sir? I might keep you company as far as Berkeley Square.
Oh, no. Now that I'm here, I'll leave a note for Raffles and stick it under his door.
Very well, sir. It's a criminal offence, tell him.
Eh?
Or very nearly. Inviting a man to breakfast and not being there to give it to him.
Oh, yes. Well, good day, Inspector.
Good day, Mr. Manders.
I was in a ruminative mood as I climbed the stairs to Raffles' chambers. The day which had started so well was going badly wrong. Not only was there the mystery of my friend, who was not where he should be, but also the mystery of Crochet, who, it seemed, was back where he shouldn't be. At Raffles' door, I scribbled a brief note on the back of a card and pushed it through. Almost immediately, the lock turned, and the door swung open.
Hop in, Bunny. Be quick about it. Raffles, hurry, man. Were you followed?
No, why should I be?
Mackenzie's here.
I know. I met him below.
You spoke to him?
Well, he to me.
What did he say?
He said he'd been to your chambers.
Yes, I fear I boorishly pretended to be out.
And he also said that Crochet...
Yeah, I know. He told me that yesterday. He's taken to paying me regular visits, damn his eyes.
But do you believe him? About Crochet?
I believe he believes it.
It could be dangerous.
Many things could be dangerous. Come in.
Jumping Jehoshaphat, what's all this?
This, my dear old Bunny, is the reason I couldn't possibly let Mackenzie in this morning.
But what is all this stuff?
A herd of white elephants, nothing new. This stack of crested plate usually lives on top of my wardrobe. Those impressive bronze salvers are accustomed to reside in the mahogany wine cooler, and these, alas, rather tarnished silver teapots.
But I don't remember any of these.
Oh, no. Before your time, old fellow. But nowadays I make it a golden rule to take only what may be carried on my person, and to eschew unwieldy or unsaleable boodle altogether. But in my younger days, well, you know what young men are like.
I believe I can just remember.
Nothing here I'd ever have the temerity to use. And only a savage would consider melting such things down.
But you still haven't explained...
why I've looked it all out. I was coming to that. I'm packing it up and sending it away.
Where?
In that chest there.
I mean, where are you sending it?
To your bank, Bunny.
To my bank?
No, don't be alarmed. It's all quite simple. I'd put it in my bank if I had one.
But Raffles...
And you won't be alone. There's many a family, titled and otherwise, who slip their silver into the bank while they run over to Paris for a merry Easter. You'll be lost in the crowd, my dear fellow. What am I thinking of? I invited you to breakfast, did I not?
AJ, you did.
Oh, a little more kedgeree, my dear chap.
No, thank you.
Now, Mackenzie's watery eyes started to trouble me, and that's bad. The most innocent visit from a workman of the Albany estate, a plumber perhaps, or a glazier, and I regard the size of his boots with a terrible suspicion. And that's not good for the digestion, Bunny.
But if you trust me, as you say, why haven't you told me these things before?
One can't always be logical, Bunny. Suffice it to say that a trouble shared is oftentimes a trouble doubled.
Well, while you're in a sharing vein, what of Crawshay? The last I heard of him, he was heading for Southampton with a new alias and a one-way ticket to Australia in his pocket. I mean, that's what we agreed.
Well, the only thing one can say with any certainty on the subject of Crawshay is that he reached Paddington Station. I know that because I took him there.
So, what of our gentleman's agreement?
It's all very well, but Crawshay is not a gentleman. He's a player. A professor of petty larceny.
The prince of professors?
Perhaps.
And you believe he may still be in England?
We shall see.
You mean, if he is still in England...
He'll find his way back here. My dear Bunny, I don't blame him. It's irresistible. Every cracksman's dream, and no comeuppance. I couldn't possibly go to the police and say, well, now could I, that I've been robbed of the Duff Morton plate, the Ampney silver, and the gold spoons of the Vandermeyers.
It would, I do understand, be difficult.
And the whole thing's tricky. Nothing I feel I can play a decent bat to. So, to make a virtue of a necessity, I shall take myself off to Scotland for a week or so.
To Scotland? Why?
To learn the lingo. I'm able to keep my end up in Cockney, stage Irish, real Devonshire, fairish Norfolk, and 3 distinct Yorkshire dialects. But I have to confess that my Galloway Scots is, to say the least of it, open to improvement.
Uh-huh.
Besides, I hate to return from a holiday empty-handed, as it were.
You will tell me where to write to?
No, I'd prefer to be incommunicado for a little while. I shall write first.
Well, at least let me see you off.
I'll be catching the 11:50 from Euston. Oh, and while I'm away, you'll be glad to know I've made arrangements for these rooms to be freshened up with a pot full of paint. I'm also having the electric light put in. And the telephone.
Bravo.
And everyone may poke about to their heart's content, for I shall leave every mortal thing unlocked.
Except for the chest.
Exactly. That will be locked up and away. Now, be here with a growler at 10:15 tomorrow, Bunny. That will exactly meet the case.
I left without further parley, reading the impatience in his face. I love to talk matters out. Raffles did not. In the evening I dropped in at the club, hoping that we might dine together after all. In this I was disappointed. It was nothing, however, to the disappointment awaiting me at the Albany next morning, when I arrived in my heavy four-wheeler at the appointed hour.
Gone? Mr. Raffles has gone?
Yes, sir.
Well, where on earth to?
Scotland, sir.
Already?
By the 11:50 last night, sir.
Last night? I thought he intended to catch the 11:50 this morning.
Ain't no such train, sir.
Damnation. He must have wondered what had happened to me.
No, sir. He guessed the mistake you'd made.
Did he leave me no message?
No, sir. Only that there, sir.
What? The chest?
Good morning, Mr. Manders. We seem to be making a habit of bumping into each other, sir. Well, I'm afraid your luck's no better than yesterday's. Mr. Raffles isn't at home this morning either.
No. He's away.
Is he now?
Yes, he's gone to Scotland.
Well, I'll not criticise him on his choice.
Oh, yes.
But didn't you say he wasn't going away, sir?
Well, he decided yesterday, on the spur of the moment. He's having his rooms painted and so forth, and, well, he didn't want to be around while they were done.
I see. He'll be away for some time, then?
I believe so.
Just tell me one more thing, then, if you would, Mr. Manders.
Certainly.
It's none of my business, of course, sir, but if your friend is away, then what are you doing here?
He's come to collect
Keep your mouth shut, man. I was asking Mr. Manders.
I came to see if he'd left a message.
What sort of message?
His address in Scotland.
And had he?
No.
Very secretive fellow, you're Mr. Raffles. Well, I understand that in him. I'm a mickle secretive myself. Good day to you, sir.
Good day, Inspector.
Will you be taking it away, sir? The chest?
Yes. I'll be taking it away. It took 2 porters, the cabby and myself, 10 minutes to load that chest onto a growler, and the 15 minutes or so it took to reach my bank in Sloane Street are not among the most pleasant in my experience. It seemed to me that the wooden sides of that huge box on the roof of the cab had turned on a sudden to glass, through which the whole world could view its guilty and felonious contents. At Hyde Park Corner, a constable held up the traffic at our approach. For one terrible moment I put a most chilling construction upon this simple ceremony. But at last the journey came to an end.
Oh, City and Suburban, your bank, sir.
Oh, yes. Find a stout fellow to give you a hand with the box, will you?
There's a likely lad over there, Governor, in the fancy dress. Oi, you!
You dressing me, my man?
Yes, look lively and give the gentleman an hand with Noah's Ark.
What?
His box.
What? That thing up there?
Yes.
Boy, it looks heavy.
It is sparking heavy, mate. It's half killed my horse, bringing it here. Look at him. Hardly stand, he can.
I'll make it worth your while.
Come on, then! Oh, that's a hospital job if that thing falls on you.
Why, the Undertaker's more like.
I'll make it worth your while, I said.
Oh, I don't...
Here. And, that's for you, cabby.
Oh, thanks very much, Captain.
I have to take my coat off. I don't like it if he gets the livery muddy.
At last, we got the thing inside the bank and set it down by the lift which supplied the vaults. It was then a simple matter to have the deposit entered in the bank's ledgers. Such was my relief, I felt obliged to jest.
Contents?
The family plate, don't you know?
Ah, yes, sir.
What they'll use to eat off over Easter? I can't imagine.
Beg your pardon, sir?
The family. Without plates.
Oh, yes, sir. Oh, very visible, that. The family plate. Wait till I tell the wife that one, sir. Oh, she'll scream, she will.
I should have got through the rest of the day in a similarly genial mood, had not my peace of mind been totally shattered by a message awaiting me at my rooms. It bore the stamp of Crewe Station, 2 a.m. It read,
"Beware Prince of Professors. He was lurking as I left. If slightest uneasiness re-bank, withdraw item at once and keep in own rooms like good chap."
It was signed
AJR.
Well, at least he was safely away. That was one good thing. Indeed, the only good thing. As for that damned chest, what was I to do? Take the thing from the bank again, or leave it where it was? And crochet or no crochet, why should I feel any unease about the safety of the vaults of the City and Suburban? And yet, suppose the chest was not safe from prying hands and eyes. Suppose one of the porters at the Albany, or the cabman, or the liveried flunkey at the City and Suburban was in Crochet's employ. Or worse, in Mackenzie's. How would I ever face Raffles again? I resolved to sleep on the matter, but sleep obstinately refused to come. And in the morning, my dilemma seemed only to have gained in dimensions. When faced with a problem of some magnitude, I often repair to the Turkish baths in Northumberland Avenue. I know of nothing so cleansing to the mind and body, nothing better calculated to put the keenest possible edge on such judgment as I possess. The muffled footfalls, the thin sound of the fountain, even the spent, swathed forms on the couches, and the whole clean, warm, idle atmosphere, all were unction to my soul. I made my way to the hottest room of all, where absolute silence was guaranteed. Usually guaranteed.
Raining outside, young fella? Asked if it was raining outside.
No, it isn't.
What did he say? He says it isn't. Have you any idea of the time, sir?
time?
I don't know the time. I am not, as you will observe, wearing a watch and chain. It is, I am told, inadvisable to wear a watch and chain in a Turkish bath.
What does he say? Says he doesn't know. Do you come here regularly, young man?
Once or twice a month, sir. I come here for peace and quiet.
I beg your pardon,
So why don't you just read your newspaper and leave me alone?
What does he say? Says I should read my newspaper and leave him alone.
Insolent young puppy.
No respect.
Oh, Wales going to the dogs. Fighting in the streets next, shouldn't wonder.
Rot set in and no mistake.
Yes, I blame it on the Queen. Man the Navy.
Yeah.
Whenever they're wanted, where are they? Gallivanting round the Isle of Wight.
Anarchists in Paris.
Oh, they're welcome to 'em.
Can't even trust the banks anymore.
Never did.
See this in the Gazette. Bank in Sloane Street robbed. Strong room rifled. Night watchman hit on the head.
Oh, terrible.
No knowing what the villains got away with.
Trouble with vaults and strong rooms.
Excuse me.
Did you speak, sir?
It's not the City and Suburban.
What's he say?
He said it's not the City and Suburban.
Then you're a liar, sir. It is the City and Suburban. There, in black and white. Daring and mysterious crime, they call it.
Crochet.
Hey, what is it?
Great heavens.
Kindly cover yourself, sir.
But I had thrown all modesty and caution to the winds. I hardly remember throwing on my clothes and leaving the place.
Good day, sir. Leaving already?
Call me a cab, will you? Quickly.
Certainly, sir.
My mind was still spinning 10 minutes later as the cab turned from Knightsbridge into Sloane Street, and I beheld the small crowd of aggravated folk which had gathered outside the portals of the City and Suburban. I elbowed my way into the building and searched about me for a familiar face. At last I found one. It belonged to the clerk who had laughed so obligingly at my joke the previous day.
Now, will you please stand clear, everybody? You too, sir.
My name is Manders.
Just wait there, sir. No point in pushing.
I left a box here yesterday.
All these gentlemen have articles in the vault, sir.
Is it safe?
Yes. I can't say, sir. The police are down in the vault at the moment. They'll let you know as soon as they can. Please stand back, gentlemen.
What about my strong box?
All in good time, gentlemen.
May I see it at least?
I'm afraid you can't, sir. Not until the police are finished.
This is monstrous. What do they do?
How did the thieves get away?
Look here, sir, with respect, why don't you buy a newspaper?
Yes, it's all here in black and white. Night watchman's story, own words.
He had a nasty knock on the head, poor fellow.
Well, does it say how the villains got in?
It is believed they entered through the coal cellar which lies adjacent to the vault.
Please, stand back. If you have a simple deposit account with us, gentlemen, rest assured your money's in no danger. No danger at all. The ordinary banking chambers were not entered by the thieves.
But it says here in the paper.
Only the strong room was broached, I assure you, gentlemen.
The thieves had their heads screwed on. A lot of gentry put their plate away over Easter.
Yes, you have to admire the pluck of it.
Look here, I insist on seeing my chest.
Quite impossible, I'm afraid, sir.
That's not good enough.
You may only see it if you wish to remove it.
I have every intention of removing it. I wouldn't dream of leaving
And
it.
then only when the police have finished.
I demand to see a representative of the police.
There's one just behind you, sir.
What? Now look here, you. Inspector Mackenzie.
What's all this, then? Are you in some difficulty, Mr. Manders?
No, it's nothing. Nothing.
He demands to look at his strongbox, he says.
No, it doesn't matter, really.
What? Is one of the boxes yours, sir?
No, not exactly. Not.
He brought it in yesterday, the family plate, he said.
What did I tell you?
I was joking.
Come now, Mr. Manders, what is it you want? Are we piqued to see that nothing is missing, sir?
No, it's all right. I mean, if you let me look, well, you'll have to let all these other gentlemen look too.
Here is a list, gentlemen, of all the strong boxes brought.
Really?
Names and numbers. Now I'll post it up here. There's no Manders among them, sir. Your family plate is safe enough.
Oh, thank goodness. All the same, I think I shall remove it.
Well, I'd be pleased to help you check the contents, sir.
Oh, no, thank you, Inspector.
You're sure?
Quite sure, thank you.
Well, at least let some of my fellas help you up with it, then.
That's very kind of you, Inspector.
2 stout constables bore the box from the vault and eventually onto the top of another four-wheeler.
I'm very grateful to you.
No trouble at all, sir.
Safe journey, Mr. Manders.
In the growler, I stretched and lay back. My relief at the successful resolution of my past difficulties was far too overwhelming to admit of pangs or fears for the immediate future. No summer sun had ever shone more brightly than that rather watery one of early April. There were hansoms on the road laden with schoolboys just home for the Easter holidays, four-wheelers outward bound with bicycles and perambulators aloft, but none who rode in them was half so happy as I, in my old, slow-moving growler, with the great weight on top not half so heavy as the weight now lifted from my heart and mind.
Up street, Governor.
Stop just here, will you?
Righto, Gov.
Fine. Now, give me a hand upstairs with the box, will you?
Yes, Gov.
It just went into the lift. That was a stroke of luck. And with my sudden lightness of heart, I confess I felt that I could have carried the thing all by myself.
Where to set it down, sir?
Just here. Excellent. Excellent. Here. Take this. Oh, no. This. Oh, and that.
Oh, thank you very much, Your Reverence.
Thank you.
Good night, Your Grace.
Good night. Good night.
I will not say precisely what my first action was when I found myself alone in my flat with that great Noah's Ark in the centre of the room, but the siphon was still doing its work when the voice sounded.
By George, I could do with a Sullivan.
Raffles! Oh, where are you? But for heaven's sake, man, where are you?
Yeah, panel stuck. You gave the thing a bit of a bashing, bringing it up from that vault, you know. No, wait. All's well. Whew. It was beginning to give me quite a nasty feeling.
You were inside.
The chest of silver.
Noah's Ark.
Noah's Ark?
That's what the cabbie called it.
So he did. Actually, I cribbed the idea not from Genesis, but from the divine Homer. Wooden horse of Troy and all that.
Let me help you out.
In a moment. Though I says it myself has made it, you are now looking at a most delicate and complicated device. Before this panel will open sufficiently to release me, I must reach out through this hole and undo the main locks. Now, this slides back. And here I am. Masculine himself.
You are the Sloane Street burglar, the daring and mysterious one.
Who else?
Well, I'm just as glad I didn't know.
You dear little brick bunny. How could you have behaved as you've done if you had known? How could any living man? Bunny, I don't know when you were the greatest. At the Albany or here or the City and Suburban. By the way, I'd not reject a finger or two of that whiskey at your elbow.
Oh, I beg your pardon, AJ.
Do I not detect something in your manner? A little less than elation? Bunny, I've been heaping praise and congratulations upon your deserving head. I've crowned you with the laurel. Thank you. Why do you look so glum?
Raffles, don't you believe me capable of keeping your secrets?
And what exactly would have been gained in this instance?
My peace of mind, for one thing. But of course, that doesn't count.
Oh, Bunny, of course it counts. You believe I don't trust you sufficiently.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't I trust my very life to your loyalty and tenacity? What do you suppose would have happened to me if you'd left that box to rot in the strong room? Do you think I would have ever crept out and given myself up?
No, Raffles, I don't believe you would.
I trusted not only you, Bunny, but your nature. Remember that.
And all that nonsense about Mackenzie.
Now, that wasn't nonsense about Mackenzie, Bunny. Would that it were. I've underrated that tenacious Scotchman, my friend. I'll lay 100 to 1 he's been round my chambers with a fine tooth-comb, while I've been, as he believes, breathing the heady air of his native Caledonia. And since you're determined to believe that I misinform you, old stick, I really am having the telephone and electric light put in.
And the silver? Where did you stow all that silver?
The luggage, for my Scottish trip. I left the lot at Euston.
Well, your plan seems to have gone like clockwork.
I compliment myself, it did. The small business of the robbery was over in a trice, and very profitable it was, too. The Easter exodus of the well-off provided better than even I dared to hope. It's all in here. All small, all beautiful, and all beautifully negotiable. Now, the rest of my time in the vault I devoted to laying a false trail.
They seem to think you'd entered through the coal cellar.
Exactly what I wished them to think. I didn't go to the trouble of building the Trojan horse here for just the one canter. It's my pension, old fellow.
It wasn't like you to strike the watchman, AJ.
Don't moralize, Bunny. It was a foul blow, I admit, but it was mercifully given. The victim has already told his tale, has he not? To the Gazette?
He has.
Then cheer up, for heaven's sake, my dear old rabbit. You really have nothing to reproach me with, you know.
And what about Crochet? You let me think he was about again. I suppose that was all lies, too. I dare say you've never heard of him since you put him on the Southampton train.
Not a dicky bird, old fellow. He simply played his part, along with the rest, in making your anxiety as genuine as possible.
But you needn't have told me such a downright lie, you know.
Nor did I, Bunny.
But your note. You said, if I remember, that the Prince of Professors was in the offing when you left.
So he was. Time was when I was none too pure an amateur at this game. But I now take leave to consider myself a professor, of all professors. And I'd like to see one more capable of skippering the side.
In some men such boastful arrogance would have produced a jarring note, but such was Raffles' charm, and so bright the twinkle in his eye as he spoke the words, so innocent the enjoyment, that I was borne along with him upon the tide of his euphoria. I had no will to resist him. I could only raise my glass and cry, as I had done so many times before, and with no foreboding of how few times after, the words of our private toast.
To crime.
In The Chest of Silver by E W Hornung, dramatised for radio by David Buck, Jeremy Clyde was AJ Raffles and Michael Cochrane, Bunny Manders. Inspector Mackenzie was Henry Stamper, the bank clerk, Brian Smith, the porter, Adrian Egan, and the two gentlemen at the Turkish baths, Garrard Green and David Garth. Other parts were played by Gordon Reed, David Lerner, Richard Durden, and Robin Summers. The Raffles theme music was composed by Jim Parker. Sound balance was by Keith Perrin, and the production was directed by Gordon House.